Welcome to Dark Skies 2078 pickup game. Me without my sunglasses. I'll get those here in a second. Welcome. This session takes place on February 22nd, 2078. Narratively, the group here has been brought together by a fixer by the name of Kaneshiro Ray. She is a fixer that operates inside of Westbrook, which is kind of the higher end area of Night City. In the video game, the area doesn't even have a fixer or much in the way of like real estate. They kind of left it threadbare, to be honest, but I filled it up and added some folks. So with that said, Kaneshiro Ray has called you to meet with her at a place in Charter Hill, hoity-toity, well-to-do place that a few of you might stand out at. Before we get into that discussion and moving from there, we're going to do the thread beat where we kind of check in with our crew and see where they've been since the last time we've seen them. Also gives you a bit of a chance to introduce yourself and introduce your character. We're going to go ahead and start with Brent. Tell us about what Riff's been doing since the last time we saw him.
Let's see. Last time we saw Riff, I'm pretty sure was when the Battle of the Bands with Thorn, if I remember correctly. So since then, I'd say Riff has probably just been, heavily addicted to synth coke because I rolled really bad on that. But so I am doing synth coke to make my Ref 8 again till I can get money to not be addicted, so I can just do it again to try not to be addicted. Anyway,
it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it is. But since then, I'd say Riff's probably just been, playing his music. I don't know if the band's had any, gigs or anything in the amount of time.
Let's focus in there because that might come up. So on Friday, you had the Totentans Battle of the Bands situation with Diamond Gonk. So that was literally Friday. Saturday was drugs and partying with Black Mamba and the rest of the crew. You're pretty sure Ernest Keys is now fucking the drummer of Diamond Gonk. You're pretty sure it was all a haze. Sunday was what folks call rest day, and during that day, you and Black Mamba have been watching a show on TV called Watson Horror, and have been keeping up with it. And the finale of the season was this last Sunday, so you locked in there. Monday, who knows? And then you got the call today, and so your meeting this afternoon would basically be chronologically where I think you'd kind of end up.
Okay, perfect.
Mars, a bit easier for you to tell us what you've been doing since the last time we saw you, because we saw you yesterday. Go ahead and tell us a bit about Mars and a bit about what you've been doing in the last 24 hours.
After Mars made it away with Vix with the money, with the prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
They decided they were going to lay low to get away from the cops, pretty much, and try to take some of the heat off their back. So that's pretty much what they've been doing, taking it easy, just trying to, he's been taking it easy, trying to not worry about shit at the time until another job comes up.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you tried to lay low somewhere where you didn't think you'd be looked for, and somewhere kind of distant and away from stuff. So Japantown is probably where you ended up. It's definitely not your normal haunt, but it's
because
not...
for some reason Discord cut out.
Oh, you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're trying to hide somewhere where you're not normally seen, kind of going to a haunt that you're not, terribly, popular in. So you ended up in Japantown. Again, you're familiar with the region, but it's not your normal go-to. Easy enough, and it's not too far from Charter Hill and Westbrook, so it's probably the case that the call came to you just due to proximity. Okay.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and do solution. Mark, it's been a while, so there's plenty of fill.
It has indeed.
Plenty of fill.
Glad to be back.
Happy to have you. If there's anything you want to kind of just... I think that temporally... We are a month out. I'm going to double check the timeline. Yeah.
I believe it's been about a month. In regards to Mortician and what he has been up to, mostly I dare say, just being your typical basement dweller, trying to eke out information regarding something called Hababas, and no doubt also trying to delve into some nasty Saka business and some political movements that have been going on in the city.
Yeah.
As for what Mortician is, your typical chromed out Maelstrom runner.
I'll get the pictures up for everybody here in a second. But yeah, a couple of just small throw-ins from the referee.
Absolutely.
G has been identified to you as a netrunner named God. His handle is God. A bit, presumptuous, a bit arrogant,
Absolutely.
but apparently what he goes by. His location has not been identified to you, but a lot of your delving into the political movements, as mentioned, have been kind of following to that it seems that this God fellow has connects with Arasaka, and it seems that a reason why Arasaka is being given purview to research what he was doing bad is because he's basically scooping the lead out from underneath actual NCPD and actual Arasaka security that would be investigating it and having his own connected individuals deal with it. He is wily at that. Okay. Continuing with the G thread. Rem, a bit has changed since we last saw you. I'll let you go ahead and go into that. Muted.
Rem got a job.
Yeah.
Rem signed on with
DMS, Diverse Media
DMS.
Systems. Yeah.
And she is now with them.
Yeah.
She's not doing much other than work.
Yeah, you started yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, she gave them her video that she took going into the morgue, and the stuff that she got from her mother's chip about Trauma Team versus REO Meatwagon, kind of blowing the cover on that, and then she got the job.
Yeah,
and so that swanky office.
That was yesterday. You got into your office and you spoke to Kaneshiro Ray yesterday, and she requested to meet with you tomorrow, which would be today.
Yep.
Sometime in the afternoon. Now, when it comes to the connects for everyone else, it was more of the more casual edge runner kind of contact. Hatter got in contact with Mortician on behalf of Kaneshiro Ray, Hatter being the fixer for like the Maelstrom gangers, and said this seems like a job that'll be interesting to you. Riff, you are on Kaneshiro Ray's Rolodex already. You don't remember ever doing a job for her. Why you're in her contact list? Like it was literally a like who are you again? Kind of situation, but you do not remember. And then Black Mamba tells you she was a part of the gig when we went up to the apartment, like that luxury condo, and filmed Glittering Overture. You don't remember that shit? And so your live-in SO is basically like trying to smack some sense into you, reminding you like who you are and what you've done in your history. And then Mars, as mentioned, you're kind of laying low in Japantown. It's probably the case that Wakako or possibly just some street level fixer was the one who kind of got in contact with you, said they're looking for a gunner. They're looking for a hired gun that's kind of out of town. Real quick, we'll go through the riff of it. There's Riff. He's a cutie. We love him. Handsome rocker boy. Then we got, who did I do next after that? Was Mars. Come on, computer. There's Mars. Street Samurai out. Lovely. I believe he's got a new mono katana instead of the other sword he is utilizing. Then we have Mortician, who is currently probably cloaked. walking around town, more than likely. A little less, despite being scary, it's a little less scary than the alternative. And last but
Wow,
not,
thanks.
I'm not saying you're hideous. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you're awful, but
No, I'm
Scary.
just saying. Like, I mean, okay. Anyways,
can't believe you do this.
I can't believe you've done this. Rem, you obviously looking more bulked out and awesome than last time, mainly because I'm a horrible artist. Okay, moving on. So Charter Hill, small little coffee shop. It's located near kind of like the center mall. It's not too far for positioning wise. It's not too far away from Monroe Street. And upon arrival, she's very kind of noticeably kind of like fidgety. Kaneshiro Ray, Kaneshiro Ray rather. She looks like she is already angry, like off the jump. And who would be the first one to arrive?
I would probably say Mortician's been there for a while.
Okay.
Just sat awkwardly in a corner, trying to keep his hood up. So not so much to be imposing or to be mysterious, but just due to the fact that someone of his build and design are usually pointed out pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I would say that, like, outside there was probably like an altercation, not like a horrible one, but like, you know, NCPD officer kind of gave you like, you know, a once over, and you know, definitely got a bit closer than you were wanting them to, but again, after a fashion, they kind of just fucked off and left you alone when they saw you had a personal, or like a person's temperament rather than a cyber psychos. What this fucking maelstrom are doing outside of Watson?
Don't worry, it's all fine. I'm just here for business.
Oh my god, I forgot the voice. Ginger. Awesome. Okay, so you would note that she's kind of tense. She's waiting for the next person in. Riff, Rem, or Mars?
Rem would be arriving like right on time.
Okay.
Maybe like a minute or two before.
Mars early,
Probably be
or
arriving shortly after that, like right behind her. They probably even pass each other.
okay. Have you two worked together before?
I don't think they have yet.
Okay. So then, yeah, you probably enter in and kind of maneuver about. You would see Rem, Mars kind of go for the table as she very quickly kind of identifies Ray and moves over, whereas it takes you kind of more of a moment. Perceptions rank determining that. But Rem, you sit down, and then you would see Mars follow up just shortly after. Kaneshiro kind of looks at you and says, good. Yeah, it's all fucked. It's all fucked.
The job.
What's fun?
The job's fucked. Where the fuck are the other two?
Riff would arrive probably about like, you know, a couple minutes late. Normally he's on time, but you know, he's been doing some other things today.
Sure.
Indefinite, so
I would
he
say
would
that
definitely show up a little late.
this is happening while you are tardy. But I would say that for Mortician, you would be able to, again, with just...
It would, I would say it probably would be when Riff turns up, that Mortician would recognize Riff and be like,
Ah, yes, there we go. Someone
I
who
know.
am familiar with.
Okay, so you're waiting it out. Okay,
Yes,
so
yeah.
she says, it's just, the whole situation's fucked. I've lost sight of her, okay? And I don't fucking know where to look. And unfortunately, all of my contacts are being really shitty about it. And asking the moon for something as simple as just a location. And she kind of angrily is like tapping her foot. The waiter comes over and says, "Hi, welcome. Can I get you to anything?"
I'll take a coffee.
Okay, coffee, just a coffee. That's fine. And what about you?
Yeah, I'll take a coffee.
Okay, all right, sure. Ray kind of says, "Oh wait, hold on, sorry. I'm gonna need an almond milk latte, I want to make sure that you ensure that the synth almond milk is at a specific temperature, and she kind of like starts kind of handing over her agent, and the waiter looks at it. Oh, okay, sure, this shouldn't be too hard. I'll get that right away, and then kind of goes back into the back, but with like, for Rem, a seemingly noticeable like fucking like Ray seems to have like ordered something very annoyingly difficult, so much so that she needed a tablet to show her the exact identity of it, but she goes back to make it. Riff, you kind of pop in, as mentioned. Mortician kind of gets up.
I would say, if possible, he would try and just swan in quietly behind Riff, and then as Riff comes to a standstill, the two smaller arms would protrude from the cloak, and just you'd feel like, if Riff allows it at least, the small metal fingers just tap him on the shoulder, and then Mortician will pop round to the side.
But I would say, like, Riff doesn't spot him. All right, but for us, the people at home, like, we're watching, right? And Riff walks in like la 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 la, like, you know, probably like rock music playing in his head as he's just walking in, and then there's just this fucking cloaked like cultist figure in the corner that just pops up like this eerie stand up because of the robot legs, and then just kind of strides over behind him and, hey buddy. I love Cyberpunk.
It's great.
Mars kind of like lowers his shades a little bit as he's watching this unfold.
Riff, you get light massaging on the back. You would recognize Mortician.
Turn around. Oh, Morty, I love seeing you, man.
It has been a while. Oh, yes.
It has.
Since the burning and the purging.
That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. How are, believe the term is, how are you? Good. And this,
And Mortician will turn his five eyes to the rest of the three at the table, tilts his head slightly.
The girl with the heart-shaped glasses kind of raises her hand. Can you sit the fuck down? She seems very annoyed and very uppity.
Riff sits down, but immediately slaps his feet on the table when he does.
Mortician will just slink into the booth or onto the chair and slump down, look over to the rest of the group.
Ray's kind of looking at you,
acknowledged.
Riff, like with a bit of concern, and then kind of looks over at Mortician. I've never had a problem with Maelstrom gangers. You seemed fine. I've worked with you before, and you kind of fucked me over the last time we dealt. So,
Not all are part of the same whole, so don't worry. I am. Think of me as a fly on the wall.
Oh.
A whisper in the code. Just don't worry.
Maelstrom's great, she says. It points at Riff. He's an asshole. The last time that we fucking tangled, you left me out to dry. There was a dead fucking Arasaka security guy in that goddamn apartment, in that condo. I told you folks not to kill anybody on site.
We didn't kill him on site.
Well, look. A bit pissed about the whole sitch, okay? And, you know, you can tell, tell Angel to fucking get in contact with me and settle it with me.
Oh,
okay?
she's dead.
What?
Yeah, she died that night.
What the fuck, man?
I know, it was crazy.
I'm
Okay.
gonna jump into the web-based Discord and see if it fixes my problem with like
Okay.
the slight cutout.
Yeah, for sure.
It's being fucky still.
Okay. That's real weird. I don't know why his Discord's messed up.
I don't know either.
I gotta pop out here and then yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, good.
I'll just keep
Hashtag
yelling at
Discord
Brent
things.
for a second.
Yeah,
I mean, I can shout at him as well. You know, I'm happy with that.
yeah.
Ren, you want in on this?
Sure, why not? Why the fuck did you kill?
Right.
Tell her. Why'd you kill the guy? Why is Angel dead?
She would say,
Why are you drugged out on coke again?
I concur with this. Mortician, a pleasure.
And Mortician will extend a hand towards you, Rem, in greeting.
And she'll shake it. She's not phased.
Marsh kind of pushes the shades back up as if to like word.
Yeah. You cut out.
Are you for real?
Yeah. You said like
God damn it.
he pushes up his shades toward, and then that was it. Say a sentence.
Here.
It's so
Yeah,
weird.
basically Marsh just kind of like pushes his shades up to his face, like kind of like gives like a wordless like, don't look at me, I don't know shit.
Right. This is a lot of drama for a gig, and I've just got here. I was on time. So she'll say the situation. Obviously, in my lead up, Bernice Redmond, find her. We need her. She has information I need. She knows about a shipment that's going out. More E Technologies is sending out a package. It's not theirs. They have no fucking right to send it out. I don't know how it's getting out of town. If it's going out in truck, if it's going out in the Navy, if it's going out in an airship, I don't know. I need to find out how it's leaving. Only person I know who knows is Bernice Redmond. I do not know where she is. Last place that I knew where she was at was on Friday. She was at Totentan's. Looks at Riff. I believe you were too. Great.
Hell of a night.
Sure, probably. Anyways, the waiter comes over. Here's your almond milk latte. Sets it down, and your coffee, And she goes, "Oh, thank you so much." And like immediate like temperament switch. It's like I am being like the boss telling you like what's going on. The second the coffee set down, she's like, "Thank you so much." Like just totally different vibe. Waiter leaves. So like I was saying, she's gone. She's missing. Last place she was seen is at a club. It was on Sunday night called Nova Cantina. Only place I know she was at. So if you can get there, maybe ask around, see if there's anybody who might know, especially the staff, where she might have gone, what direction at least. I don't have any fucking leads. And honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to scrap the whole job altogether. If you find something on her, great. If you don't, I'll give you 100 eddies for your time. If you do find a lead on it, we'll continue the job as planned.
Sure, we could cook something up.
Thank you so
We
much.
could figure something out.
I appreciate it. You're literally
Gloves are my specialty.
You're my last hope. If I can't get any leads on her at all, I'm pretty much fucked. And yeah, the subject in question is something I don't want to lose, and I really need to make sure I don't let out of the city. So yeah, I'd say just make your way over there. It's kind of like a pretty private club, but I'll send you the deets. And she kind of looks to Rem and kind of flicks you the details. Since
She'll
you'd be her
take
kind
them
of
and
more
then-
trusted contact.
Yeah, she'll take them.
Okay.
I guess we should head that way then.
Getting a bit of background noise from you, Adam. Sorry. Seems like
Oh shit, my bad.
it's okay. Just want to make sure you're aware of it. Okay.
A quick question for first Riff. The last time we met, I had access to your reports.
Yeah.
Would I still have access to thing, or have you had any changes since then?
Oh, I haven't changed nothing. I think I'm still exactly the same. So.
For a brief moment, then, you would see
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
As we depart, you would see a quick flicker on your vision and a Maelstrom logo just flick up on your screen.
Yeah,
Plugging in.
don't mind.
Oh, it was great last time. Hell of a ride.
Mortician is then going to turn to the rest of the group and just quickly.
Would any of you mind if I bestowed a few gifts of the veil upon you by chance? All I require is just an access into your ports. Nothing too deep. I would hate to have to force myself in.
Sorry again, Adam. I just want to make sure.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can mute in Discord and then like unmute when you talk. It does seem there's like a lot of background noise.
I apologize. Okay.
It's It's okay. But to the question, do you allow Mortician to plug into your neuroport?
I mean, he's already saying he's going to force his way in if we don't
No,
allow
no,
it
no.
anyway, right?
No, he didn't say that. Mortician is asking for consent. Rem, are you on board?
Yeah, she'll just say, just don't mess with anything.
Yeah, that's kind of like Marsh just folds his arms and he's just like, yeah, whatever, just don't fuck with anything.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure the gifts from beyond the veil will be very much to your liking.
And with that, the others will see this little loading bar, and before this small Maelstrom logo will just pop up in the top corner of their vision.
You have a netrunner inside of the net architecture of your neuroport. He's just hanging out. So instead of a hollow call, you have direct connect internet, like, to the rest of the group through
You
Mortician.
know,
No,
convenience.
I promise you, he's built a doozy. It's the first time I've seen a cleric in Cyberpunk, and I kind of love it. So you make your way to Nova Cantina.
I mean, but this is kind of weird all the same.
Yeah, right, exactly. Normally we're trying to block netrunners from getting into our shit. Whoa. But
Oh, don't worry,
Yo, mind the
if this goes well, and I get some money, oh,
it'll be glowing.
we're cooking.
Get some really good quick hacks. If you're making your way to Nova Cantina, there are a couple routes you can take. You can obviously get a cab, you can take a bus, or the location is not too far away from the Farrier Street terminal for NCART, and you're not too far away from a terminal for NCART to just take the tram over to that location. So price-wise, they're pretty close to the same. I'd say the cab's most expensive, but most direct, and then the bus and the NCART would probably be about the same, 5 eddies. How would you like to roll?
Probably bus.
Rem suggests bus.
If any of you would happen to spare me a few eddies for the transportation, I find myself incredibly short at this present moment in time.
Marsh sighs and he's like, fuck it, I got you.
I have 0 eddies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, last job didn't pay. Last job
No.
Last job was
You know
Mr.
what?
Kicks.
Rim's been there.
So, you take a bus over. Mars, you buy a Mortician's ticket. Bus ride's pretty short, easy, no problems. You end up on Brookland Street, not Brooklyn, Brookland Street, which is located here, snap pinging. And you would basically make your way to the address that was sent to Rem. When you get there, you would note that the location doesn't look like a bar. The exterior is very commercial. It just doesn't look quite right. But the address is 100% it. And it looks like this on the outside. According to what you've been, the arrow is pointing directly at the door. That should be the door to the establishment.
Yeah. This is the place.
Then I dare say we make our grand entrance.
Staring at it,
idea.
you would notice the box up in the top right, Mortician, is a net architecture. It looks like it is a electronic security system. It appears that there is a passcode that is required for the door to be entered, and there doesn't appear to be a bouncer or anything on the exterior. So due to it kind of you coming here in the afternoon time, presumption is that they're not like super open to the public right now. Do you wish to crack it, or do you want to wait?
Absolutely. No. Immediately upon seeing this, you'll just see Mortician's head lull back ever so slightly. The 5 eyes flicker. Like, oh.
Fingers are dancing
Was
inside
I
the room.
given any sort of like passcode for this or
No.
anything?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay.
Will an interface roll of 13 do it?
Yeah, so you would probably, I don't know if you have the program Worm in your cyber deck. If not,
Not sure.
totally fine. 13 is sufficient. Worm adds +2 to breaking passwords. But basically, like once you kind of get the password, there's an option to actuate the password in a control node inside of the net architecture, or you can read it aloud and say it. It's Open Sesame is the passcode to Nova Cantina.
Open Sesame.
The door
Honestly,
opens.
the password some of these people use for their most secretive of locations just boggles the mind.
Password 12345.
Right.
The door
Password
opens.
with a 0 instead of an O.
Yeah. You'll just see four arms splayed to the side.
Open Sesame.
The door opens and the descent. There's a staircase that leads down. It is lit by kind of runner lights on the ceiling, kind of a cerulean blue in coloration, and it leads to a door that would open up to the cantina proper. I'll move your tokens onto the board so vision is established. Bear with me here for a second as
Okay, there it is. Finally.
do it. And you come in through this side on the right. It looks like there's a few people here. Again, it's like 4-ish probably by the time you get here, 5-ish. So some people have kind of broken out from work and made it to the bar early, etc. The establishment has music in the background, but it doesn't look like anybody's like dancing or anything. It looks like most people are just kind of sitting here having meetings or very kind of quiet chats. And yeah, if you have any questions about the scene as it's shown to you, here's
I have a question.
Go ahead, Fire.
I can't see anything.
Oh, well, that's your fault.
I'm on the main map.
That can't be me. You're on the main
I
map?
don't. Yeah.
Select all.
I think it's because did you make me a GM?
Oh yeah, you have to do it yourself.
How do I do that?
So go back to Roll20. And then underneath where it says join game, there should be a join as player instead.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Unlimited power. This is where Rem's like, oh, IP, ads,
Oh my god, I can see everything. I can see everything. I can see the GM layer. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Work now. What is all this?
Okay,
now it's good.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, you enter into the space. Like I said, music in the background, but again, it doesn't seem like it's very animated. It doesn't look like the people present are either. Looking around the scene, if you kind of make your way in, nobody really gives you any guff. There's no bouncer on site. It looks as though the bartender is an Asian woman with what Mars and Riff and Mortician and possibly Rem. Everybody make a local expert. Night City. You should have Night City, comma something else. Just go ahead and roll those. They should be under education and towards the bottom.
I'll get that done.
I've got Night City Watson. Is that all right?
That works.
A 15.
Riff has no clue where he is right now. That motherfucker is high. That mother just stares at the corner. That motherfucker right there is not real.
So Mars has Night City Westbrook.
That works. So again, the way that we do local expert in our area is you'll have local expert in the kind of character creation of your like main area plus the entirety of Night City. If you play off of that and build into other different districts, you'll just build local expert specific district. That way you kind of have a general knowledge base as your high tier one, and then you're kind of breaking apart into smaller detachments, more generalized. Obviously, the DV is higher if you are not in the territory that you are familiar with. So
Right.
with this, Mars, you would recognize, and Mortician, you would recognize that she has Tiger Claw markings. Looks like she's a member of the Tiger Claws gang. And then the 4 individuals that are at the bar in front of her appear to be Tiger Claw gangers as well. Has anybody, Riff, you've messed with Tiger Claw people before, but it's probably not the case that these are people you recognize, despite I know for a fact you were in a game where these 4 individuals...
Yeah, I remember seeing them, like, out of character. In character, Riff is...
Your character does
He's
not know
hooked.
them.
Yeah.
He's cooked.
Yeah.
No, he's
By the
cooked
way-
with... I rolled that one, but I test rolled a shot before the game started, and I rolled a 1 on that, too. So...
It's just one's
By
all
the way, I
day.
just want to check.
Yeah.
Did I fix the audio issue?
It sounds good, and I haven't heard any feedback. Yeah, so we're doing okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's still cutting out a little bit. I think it's just a Discord issue.
That's
I'm reading
really
up about it.
weird.
It seems like a lot of people are facing it. It's like lag and audio cutting out for other people, but not yourself.
Huh.
That is weird.
Really weird. Anybody else having anything like that going on? No? Clear?
Not on Discord. Roll20's being a punk, but that's normal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Roll 20 is always a punk.
Okay, I get it. I'll go to Foundry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway, focusing up. So just so we kind of like isolate like the room and kind of get an understanding, a bearing for what we're looking at. You have the crew of Tiger Claws, the bartender. You have a crew of what appear to be like seafaring types. Like they look like they're people who like almost look like pirates in this kind of mentality. And then just the riffraff for the rest of the groups. They're just kind of the general populace besides. The people who are in booths appear to be kind of isolating themselves intentionally. Yeah. Other than that, is there anybody that you directly want to go to, and are you wanting to split up or kind of move on people as a crew?
Mortician will turn to the group.
I personally believe that
Point a finger towards the Tiger Claws.
mine and theirs don't typically seem to get on overly well, so perhaps it's not the best of ideas for me to trundle over yonder and start engaging with those Saka wannabes.
Mars is gonna just like gesture towards the Valentino tattoos that he's got and be like, you know,
Same.
So we're all fucked then. So perhaps instead we do go as a group and we try to
And you'll just see Mortician's somewhat slender frame. He'll broaden his shoulders a little bit with the
intimidation. No? Yes? No. Okay.
Well, let's start just by asking.
So as a group, you're walking over to the Tiger Claws first?
I think that would be the ballsy move. And
You don't have to say yes,
the most
Elizabeth.
respect.
Yeah, it's definitely a ballsy move. I will
Yeah,
agree.
it is. It
It's-
is faulty. I mean, I was thinking of going to the bartender first, but
Okay.
we could try the
So,
Tiger Claws if you really
Yes,
want.
why didn't I think of it before? Marvelous idea. Marvelous. Yes, yes.
so you walk as a group past the Tiger
A little
Claws
warm up.
into the bar area. There's options to sit off to the side of them. There's options to kind of sit in between them and another group. Ram, you kind of take a seat quickly. Mortician, you kind of sit as well. It looks as though
in the corner.
yeah, hulking kind of drops. You and Mars are kind of fighting over the seats.
Musical chair.
This,
No.
I am here. I am here.
Get the fuck off my lap.
Mars points at the other
Don't
chair.
do like that. Give me dinner first. Shit.
Yeah, but Mars also points at the other chair and says, "You owe me $5."
Mortician will open his cloak, turn his pockets out, and you'll find, perhaps a few cracked circuit boards, some lint, some
I've
fluff.
got nothing else. Sit.
A bit of, it's just literally shit.
You got trash.
Apologies. Yes,
Ugh.
yes.
Riff, you move on.
Could I trouble you for a drink by chance?
God damn it.
Mars rolls his eyes. We'll
the
see how
most-
the night goes.
It's the most expensive date ever. Riff, baby cat, you can't be karate kicking the lights. Don't do that. Okay.
What if?
What if karate kick lights though? Riff, you kind of moved
Yeah.
off to the side. Did you want to go towards anything in particular, or
I might just be messing it up, but I'm pretty sure I remember this guy.
maybe?
Isn't he the Nadrucker that I sent to Hungary?
Do you walk over to them and talk?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. So, Rem, you kind of sit next to the Tiger Claws. The Tiger Claws kind of look over at you, looking at your crew. Bartender kind of walks over and says, "Welcome to Nova." And then belches, "Welcome to Nova. Can I get you anything?"
Sure. Can I get like whatever the equivalent is of like a vodka cranberry for the 3 of them?
She kind of
Very quickly,
She pulls out
whilst
a menu and sets it down in
Sorry.
front of you, and then kind of like annoyedly kind of says, "Take your time." What were you going to say, Mortician?
whilst Rem's talking, Rem, you'll see a quick loading bar just starting to flick up on your side, and I am going to upload a program to you. You will see a small file being uploaded called blessing.veillitany uplink. And I will be using an enhancement to boost your social skill by +1.
Do you have a +1 to any social skills that you make here? She kind of like places the thing there and says, "Take your time." The upload is good. I believe it was a DV8 on that one.
DV6.
Oh, 6 on that. And she kind of settles the menu in front of you. When she kind of turns away from you, the girl sitting to your side, another Tiger Claw, kind of looks over at you and says, "You look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?"
I mean,
Roll a d10.
maybe. 5.
Oh yeah, you're that legless girl. Didn't you have your leg cut off in a B&E one time?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I've been you before. That's awesome. And then the
It was
other,
good BD, right?
yeah, the other 3 start like whispering to each other in Japanese, and she's kind of like focused in on you. And, yeah, that was hella raw. You were in a pretty wild gunfight on that bridge.
Right. Still got him though.
Yeah, for sure. And then the drive to the river dock, that was crazy.
Yeah.
You see, once she takes interest in you, the bartender kind of comes back, and you see her kind of like annoyed look. Do you know what you want yet? And you look at the menu. There are very limited drink options. It seems like the Brosif is the only one that's like not annoying and overpriced.
She'll do the like 3 brosifs.
It's gonna cost you
like
15
making
eddies.
it yeah. She'll just making it as easy as
She
possible.
seems to kind of take kindly to that, reaches underneath, grabs the 3 brosifs, pops the tops for each, and kind of leaves you 3 with that. The girl on your right kind of locks it and says, "Well, you got any other BDs you're coming out with, or anything crazy?" And those were it was a really good show.
I mean, it's hard to beat that one, so
For sure.
not really. We have not really in the same vein, but had a great BD for Tone Tans recently.
Oh yeah, no, I don't fuck with that kind of music.
That's fair.
The guy next door says,
Not for
"Totem
everyone.
Tans? You were at Totem Tans on Friday?
Yeah.
You said you got a recording of that?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Where do I sign up?" And they seem to be kind of like, in this kind of instance, will be engaging you 3 in very benign conversation. I do want to make sure that it seems very quickly that, Rem, you realize like they aren't going to be kind of aware of what's been going on here. It seems like they are mainly friends with the bartender.
That's fair.
Riff, you walk over to the 2 Nadruckers. He kind of looks up at you, goes, "Oh, hey! Long time no see. Thank you so much. Hungry got in contact with me. Everything's been going good for me and my girlfriend. Thank you so much. What are you doing?"
Yeah, man.
What are you doing around here, Nova?
Working on a job.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Yeah. Would you hear? Let's see. Last couple of days. Looking for a lady that was last seen here.
We were here last night. A lot of ladies passed through you. You got a picture?
Yeah, and then did they give us a picture?
Yeah, you would have got the picture of.
Okay, I was making sure. I'll show them the picture.
Oh, she looks very familiar. Yeah. I believe she was talking with the bartender a lot, and then she was kind of sitting on like the far side of the bar, and then some really handsome guy kind of came in and sitting on this side. They were kind of staring at each other for a while. The girlfriend says, "I'm pretty sure they went to go fuck."
One of the many things to do at a bar.
No, not at the bar. I think they went somewhere else to fuck.
Okay. So she left with a guy.
The guy will say, "I know. I fucked in the bathroom of a bar," and she says,
Same.
She says, "With who? Who are you fucking in a bar?" And he's like, "Oh, I." And then he starts speaking in Dutch to her,
Yeah.
which you don't understand. But the subtitles for the people watching at home is he is now saying, "Oh, no, I was just trying to sound macho in front of Riff. It's fine."
I just wanted to sound really cool.
And she's like, "Cool my ass, I'll fucking kill you." Um, the situation there, like that kind of conversation, it's kind of a bit more boisterous. So you, as you're kind of getting the benign dialogue from the Tiger Claws, who are not important.
Yeah.
I'd like the three of you who are there to make perception rolls based on Rem being engaged in the conversation, Mars kind of being in the middle, and Mortician being the one kind of odd out. The DVs are different depending on who you are.
19.
Come on.
I got a 6.
Mars, this brosif is great. You didn't have to pay for morticians, so double plus.
I think that's the first crit fail I've ever had.
Amidst the conversation, like the bartender's kind of staying close, but mostly talking to the Tiger Claws. You would notice that this fucking guy over here. Oh, sorry. Let's switch it up so the people watching at home can see. This fucking guy right here is mean mugging Riff. Now, with those perception rolls, Mortician, he's been watching Riff ever since Riff entered.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was just kind of, whatever, like nothing, but then it just kind of hasn't stopped. Rem, you haven't noticed that long, but it's definitely based on his just mannerisms, and since you have a bit more, human empathy than others who might have seen this. You would note that it seems like he is either like angry at Riff, or he wants to like have sex violently with Riff. like it's like this. It's like
Oh, he's
that
about
kind
to
of look.
square up.
Like he's ready to square up, or
He's
ready.
hunting.
Yeah, he's doing something.
He's hunting. For
It's-
what?
if-
we don't know yet.
Exactly right.
If Rem doesn't do anything, Mortician will no doubt send a quick message through to display on Riff's retina, eyes bar, just to give him a bit of a heads up.
Okay. Rem, what would be your play immediately after kind of catching wise of this and realizing the Tiger Claw conversation's a bit droning?
Yeah, she'll kind of just like casually look back over at Riff because they came in together, and then look back over at the guy. Then at them.
Well, just a real quick world building beat. I just
Yeah.
want to not to cut you off, but when that upload is kind of sent into the neuroport, it's not being done through Hollow. Riff's eyes would glow blue, both eyes, as data is being packeted into his neuroport, and so there's like a shift of his eyes that kind of glows blue for a second and then dissipates, and that's just as you're looking back at him and see that. Then you kind of look the way you're going and continue. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah. She'll look at the two guys next to her and be like, I should probably go talk to that guy.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you for the info on that BD for Totentans. Really appreciate it. says the guy, and the girl says, "I can't
Yeah.
wait for your XBDs." Go ahead.
With my
Yeah.
audio port, would I hear him say Totentads?
Oh yeah, you hear like a god, so yeah, you would hear them say
Okay.
Totem
As soon as I hear that, I'd be like, well, "Good luck, buddy," and I'll tap him on the shoulder because I know what it's like to be scolded by your significant other, and you know, at least Riff does. So I say, "Good luck, buddy," and then I turn around and say, "Totentans? That party was hella cool," and then I'll walk this way.
This bigger, like, Tiger Claws guy kind of looks at you and goes, "Holy shit, Impure Cobra!" He gets up and he's kind of like, "Hey," and seems to be very welcoming of you. As you kind of interact with this guy as a fan, you would see that, like,
Rem's like moving around, posturing.
you kind of move in that direction too, but the two of you and Mortician kind of like watching it. Mortician less so, again, just the empathy level. But the two of you are clocking that this guy's like, you know, like this kind of predatory like look, like he's gonna make his move, and his, you know, the light seems to have been completely just released of all of the air in the sails, and he's kind of like, and just seems to be kind of like crestfallen, hurt, sad, and like doubting of himself. Riff, looking at this guy, and I know exactly how this is going to go. I don't know why I'm making you roll it, but I'd like for you to go ahead and just roll me a perception roll.
Is it a stalker?
No. But also yes.
We would have been so great
I
together.
didn't roll a 1. Whew.
Riff, you've seen this guy at a ton of your shows. He was at Six Shots. He was at the first Totentans. This guy has been around. You've seen him in your stuff before. Like, he's been out in the crowd. You've signed shirts for him. And so far as you understand, he's pretty cool. And the more you kind of like look at him and like think about it, you realize like he's one of your like, you know, more closely associated fans. You don't know his name. You never asked. Why would you? But you do recognize him from around the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Upon realizing that, Riff will immediately tap the Tiger Claw guy on the shoulder, like, yeah, we'll be at a party next time, and then I'll move over to him.
Oh, you actually hear him go, oh, as you kind of start making your way towards him, and he kind of like moves towards his drink, and like the guy next to him's like looking at him like, what the fuck, what's wrong with you? And then when you walk over, he goes, oh shit. The guy who's with him says, oh shit, gets up and walks away. like he's friends with him, but he's not that deep. So like, yeah, he steps aside. What do you say to
Seeing that situation, she's just gonna back out and just be like, not a problem now.
what do you say?
You said that guy moved away?
Yeah, the other guy on the
next to him?
left. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him here in a second, but yeah.
Oh, you're good. I plop down in the seat next to him, and like tap him on the shoulder. I've seen you at all of my shows.
Oh, you recognize me?
Yeah, I remember the face.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm a really big fan of yours. Hey, thanks. Yeah, you signed a couple of things for me. I didn't. I got into Totentans, but they kicked me out pretty quick. Like just about halfway through your set, I didn't even get to see. I heard that you did like a stellar like fusion with Diamond Gong. I'm looking to get the single if it ever pops out on the street or anything, but. Yeah,
it was hella cool. Rather than I'll point to Rim, she got a BD of it. It was pretty cool.
no shit. Yeah, I heard that was going around. I've been kind of, you know, that party's been going on and everything that happened. I kind of just been kind of down. I really wanted to watch the rest of the show, but this fucking Maelstrom ganger kind of got wise, and I had to beat his ass because he was saying that Impure Cobra wasn't as good as fucking Diamond Gog, and I said, "Bitch." And he kind of like just swells up. He's like, "Bitch!" And I fucking showed him. I beat the chrome off him.
Hell yeah. Listen, you come here a lot?
This is like my third time. I since I haven't been partying up in Watson, like, you know, in Maelstrom territory, because some of them are kind of looking for me. Is that one? Is that guy cool? He kind of points across the way. Mortician's like the eyes are just.
You're just seeing,
Yeah.
yeah, you're just seeing wave from the edge of the bar.
You hear like
Yeah.
the metal.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, Morty's cool. He's apparently, according to him, like all the Maelstrom is like split into like multiple different versions of its own gang. It's a hellacious paperwork, I imagine, but most of them are pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Well, okay. Just as long as he's not trying to kill me or nothing.
Except
no,
the
no.
spiders, those heretical fuckers! Burn.
Yeah, he
All
doesn't
of
like
them to
spiders.
burn!
I don't like spiders either.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
So like, yeah, I come here often. Why?
I'll pull up the picture. I'm looking for this girl.
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw her walk out with Ripper. You know, the lead guitarist for Rebel Scum.
Oh, okay.
Roll a local expert.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I know them or not.
That band sucks.
Fuck no, I don't.
No, you have no
God,
idea.
damn.
I do want to do a bit of a hilarious above table though.
Can I? Would
Go.
Mortician overhear this?
Well, you're plugged into them, so I'm assuming you can catch audio from them.
Could I roll a library search just to quickly feed through it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you want to see if
Yeah.
you can't figure out who they are.
Sure. All right, let's throw a library search up. 17.
Yeah, so Rebel Scum is a kind of lower tier, lesser known band that does have a bit of history with Totentans. Apparently a Militech raid happened up there while they were doing a show. But they're kind of newer, like 2075 probably is when they started kind of doing some circuits. The lead guitarist is an individual named Billy Guillotine, and then the main singer is Ripper. They also have a drummer whose name is Molotov. And Molotov was shot during that Militech raid, and Militech/NCPD raid on Totentans, and is presumed dead. You don't get much back on her.
That's fine.
But this guy who's kind of talking to you, Rip, he would tell you his name's Ran, and he is a fan of yours. He's a fan of Diamond Gongs. He thinks a lot of these chrome bands that are coming up in the world are awesome, and fucking Samurai is old people shit. He's not a geriatric fuck, so he doesn't listen to that crap. I mean, you'd have to be like 100 years old to give a shit about that. But yeah, I would say Rand is probably somewhere in his 30s, 40s, like late 30s, early 40s. So he's not like contemporary with you, but he's definitely vibing with what you're putting out musically. And he'd say, yeah, Ripper and her fucked off. I'm pretty sure they were going to fuck. I think that they probably hit the no-tell not too far from here. I don't know if they're still there or not, but might be able to get a beat on them.
Heck yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. I'll see what I can do about this whole Maelstrom problem. That way you can, come party with us more.
Oh, I mean, if it's not too much of a problem, man, like whatever you're needing to do, whatever you need right now, I can be there for you, man. Whatever you're gonna go to the no-tell right now, I'll go with you.
Yeah, we'll probably go to the no-tell and check it out. We really got to find this girl for this job we're on.
Okay, so at this point, he is basically going to follow you wherever you go. You can tell him you do not want him to follow you, but you will need to make a charismatic impact roll to tell him not to. Or you can take him. And then
I'll take him.
make charismatic impact rolls later to make him do shit he shouldn't be doing.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
He made his choice.
Okay. So the typical Final Fantasy like blurb pops up. Ran the super fan joins the party. So
Wonderful.
do you go and coordinate with Mortician, Mars, and the like?
Yeah, I'll go over to him and be like, all right, this is Ran. He let us know that they probably went to a hotel with Ripper.
Ripper! Yes, wait! No, hold, I have something for you. I think you may enjoy this.
And he's going to start uploading the information about what you've just said in regards to Ripper and the band. And I'm going to hopefully use that as the back end for a social enhancement for Riff.
Okay. So enhancement as well. Go ahead and see the interface. And then on top of that, with the information effectively being loaded into your brain, you're like, oh, hey, Billy. And you remember, yeah, he gave me some Coke. And you're like...
Yeah, Billy's cool as hell. We shared Coke all together.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I went to that stupid chapel.
It was.
And then me and Mortician blew it up. So, like, Rip's having this moment where, like, I should have data fed into my brain more often.
A lot of it's inane
so much
bullshit.
easier than remembering it.
Yeah. It's like something somebody could just Google, but Rip's like, profound.
Oh no. It's just there.
Yeah, I don't have to do it. Someone else is putting it into my brain for me. And that's how they get you, folks.
100% of the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how they get you, folks. They make it seem so easy, and then you're a corporate slave. So, does anybody have
Not
any...
already?
Fair. Well, you are now. Does anybody have anything else they want to interject with the tavern?
Not
they want to
for
talk
me.
Okay.
So the only thing I will say is that for the social roles, all it is from an RP point of view, I guess, is Mortician's able to library search pretty quickly and just sends the information. Hence the +1 to the social checks is just you kind of get information on demand almost.
Yeah, I assume it's kind of like a digital version of oh my god, what was the name of the guy with the big
Ziggurat?
nose? Yes, the guy with the
Yeah.
big nose. Oh god, it's a play. You know this shit, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
He whispers
Oh.
poetry to the guy.
You're on a
and-
Divergerac.
Yeah, Divergiac. Right. It's like a digital Divergiac.
Oh god.
We got there.
He just like tapped into my theater brain.
It's like you do
Me.
theater shit.
I'm like, yeah, la 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 la, Cyberpunk, theater brain.
And it's all
Black
exploding
Max.
now. So, you are given the details by Rand the Superfan, and he says it's not even too far a walk if you want to just head on over. And he would say that it's the No-Tell Motel over on Rovinj, which is, again, just north of where you're located. I'm going to snap ping you to it. And I'll mark the Nova so you know exactly where you're at there. And another thing to note too is I'm establishing locations. I do want to make sure that we are looking at the locations, people watching and people in the future. These places might become important. But yeah, No-Tell Motel on Rovinj. Few blocks walk. Superfan will lead you if you want. And yeah, you head on over. He, the whole time, is talking to you about how he got kicked out of Totentan's, and then Rem kind of brings up the brain dance, and he's really interested. He gives you his information to send him out a copy, and wires you 200 entities right then and there. Very trusting of you because you're with Riff. And Rand seems very... he's kind of like a Jack Russell Terrier once he gets going. Like he's literally just continuing to hype up Riff, talk about gigs he's been at Riff's, talking about Diamond Gonk. He's very just in his way, and he doesn't shut up. I would like everybody to make a concentration roll, and I know that you as players have your own agency and determination based on what I just described Rand to be, but with that, I want to make sure that the concentration roll's purpose is understood. Okay. So Riff, you're the only one who seems to be kind of put off by him a little bit. Everyone else seems to be like, oh, it's one of Riff's fans. Cool. He's really into him. And just kind of...
Another meat sack who just follows along.
Mortician's like, he speaks really fast. That's admirable. What a quality to have. It doesn't even seem he has a robotic voice box. Interesting. And then, Mars is like, you've heard fans before. This guy is very much, a fan of Riff. But Riff, this is the first fan you've engaged with in this way. It seems like he is very much a super fan.
Mars is kind of sort of marveling at the fact while he's walking that the man can talk without breathing.
Yeah. Especially with the smog buildup. Yeah, how in the fuck are you alive right now? But yeah.
You need air.
Still talking.
Do you still want to keep him, Riff, or do you dump him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say Riff's like kind of off with it, but at the same time, he's kind of leading us there, so at least let him get us there first, make him feel like he did something good.
Gotcha. So outside the Notel, it's kind of like a back street. It's not like a main street. Rodvinge kind of like bottles off of the main thoroughfare. I can't remember the north to south one that goes directly underneath the ring road, which is the highway that goes around the Corpo Center Plaza. Um, so this place is kind of shitty. And you'd see that the motel in question, it's a bit defunct. It doesn't look like it is top quality or anything. It's definitely a bit harder to find. Um, but what you would notice is that, strangely, um, just up ahead, around the corner, there's an alleyway that looks like it's been marked by the city as a official AV landing area. This is not common street side. Typically only done outside of like emergency areas or corporate areas.
Yeah.
So that's weird. And
Your Mars muttered that this place looks more seedy than a beady fuck circle.
God damn.
I'm gonna steal that line for a song, Mars. I want you to know that.
I will be disappointed if you don't.
Where it's like, oh, getting the good stuff.
We write that down. Wait, hold on. Sorry, hold on, Mortician. Can you just go ahead and just record that, backlog it, put that in the Mortician's like,
Send that to me every month.
Yeah.
can you just remember what I
Consider
remember?
it done. I will set up a scheduled task to make sure this is sent to you on the daily.
On the real though, as a service, I think people in Cyberpunk would go for that kind of shit. Like literally having a human person like record your memories for the day and like make sure that
With,
they're
like,
go ahead.
Personal assistant.
Like a personal assistant, but
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your
Like-
brain.
Yeah.
You know that scene when and then like what's the name of that movie, the college movie with Gene Wilder in it? I mean, Van Wilder in it. Van Wilder. And
yeah,
she's
well-
like, write that down.
Yeah,
Write
yeah.
that down.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But as the cue for the assistant in your head. So kind of moving up to the location, the superfan kind of goes, well, this is it. And kind of looks at the place. Again, like I said, very seedy, very shitty looking place. But strangely, a welcome mat out in front. And like I mentioned, an AV landing port in the little alleyway to the north of it.
You've mentioned that like 4 times now.
I'm just
now
giving
it
you the
makes me
details.
wanna go- I
I'll give you the
know.
details.
Are there any cameras nearby?
No, there's no NCP, or there's no CCTV, there's no NCPD
Okay.
kind of anything present. And there was quite a bit of that on the street, like the main street. So it being devoid here is also another sussy little baka.
Mars kind of like stuck to the shadows a little bit as well, probably, just because NCPD is kind of like on his ass, and they're probably watching.
Now,
I'm
Yeah.
starting to feel the
Always
heat a little.
watching.
He's watching.
So you kind of make your way up to the door. The door is a security door, and it looks like it is heavily reinforced. It has a window like at eye level that appears to be kind of chicken wired through, and it looks like the glass is kind of like a heavy armored glass that has a bunch of kind of striations and like breaking, as if somebody had shot at or tried to make their way through the glass before. Despite that, there's a couple of patches that you can kind of peer through. Next to the door, and you can kind of see it, not really, from the top down, but there next to the door there is a larger data tablet, not like a security key that you would kind of enter into, and it looks like it's an ordering tablet, an ordering display, and it shows you that inside the space, it appears that there are occupants and vacant rooms. At current, there is vacancy. It looks as though rooms 5, 6, and 7 are currently occupied, as well as 11. 5, 6, 7, and 11 are occupied. Everything else is vacant. For you to move through this door, you will have to get a room, and rooms cost 100 eddies a night, or sorry, an hour. They don't go by the night at the hotel.
It was like
Fair enough for the professor.
This
night.
giant shit-eating grin will spread across Mortician's mouth.
If we wish entrance, it appears to be 100 eddies an hour. Now, whilst I can't exactly fork up the funds,
Would I have an inkling that maybe I could
Yeah, this thing, again,
jack in and
100%.
fiddle it?
Yeah, this does not appear to be the most secure of establishments.
if you would all be so kind as to watch my back for just a moment, I'm sure I can waive the room fee.
Slithers out the
Mars
personal link, and Jackson, go ahead, Mars.
Mars is gonna kind of sort of like bunch up to the group a little bit, but he's gonna light a smoke, turn his back, kind of look like he's like keeping his back to them, but smoking while also just keeping like an eye out
Love it.
as requested.
Riff, Rem.
She'll body block, kind of. Actually, no, she's gonna go around the corner over here just to make sure that no one's.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and discuss that in a second. I just want to see what Riff is doing. You staying close to Mortician, keeping kind of like a placement so nobody can see what he's doing on the board.
Yeah, Riff's kind of almost like perform a distraction, kind of, and like he's just gonna sit here and just play a little on his guitar,
Okay.
hoping that if somebody goes by, they'll look at him instead of looking over towards,
Rand did
Mortician.
not catch at all what the fuck was going on. Like, the whole vibe just totally missed him. So the second you walk over and start playing guitar, he kind of walks over and he's like, hell yeah! He just locks in, like, super fans up. He's like, doesn't even know that this shit's going on. He's just like, awesome. And
Mars is kind of like being a dick, and he's just like, hurry the fuck up, I hate this fucking menthol shit.
the song's good.
I am doing my best. It's old and requires a light touch.
So the interface
Right,
roll
right.
you're about to make is not to crack this thing, because you could do this shit sleeping. The interface roll you're making here is to avoid the virus, which you very quickly detect is infecting this system when you enter it.
It's not good. It's a 9.
9 is sufficient. So yeah, the virus does not assail
Damn.
you. It's a very common virus. The virus in question, basically, when you put in your money and like plug your like credit chip into it, there's somebody outside who would be able to read it. Had you had caught the virus, they would have had access to your neuroport from anywhere in the city, so they could extract funds from you, even though there are none to extract.
I'm about to say, yeah. I'm broke, yo.
Gonna bleed you dry.
Best way to live dangerously is when you've got nothing to lose, baby.
Uh-huh.
So you,
Imagine they're like, oh, bleed you dry. And then like Mortician's like, you'll starve.
yeah. Riff, can you do me a favor and hit play instrument for me real quick?
Maybe I'll roll good. Maybe I'll roll good.
Well, let's see if you can roll dice. Let's see if you
Is,
can roll dice.
is it a social? Is it a social?
It
You
is-
get plus 1?
No, performance.
It's performance,
Ah.
but sufficient.
Fucking shred, man. Fucking
16's not
shred.
bad.
So what you'll note is that as Mortician's kind of playing at it, there are a couple of tiger claws that are walking across the street that kind of stop and go, oh, and one of them's one of the ones from the Cantina bar, the one who kind of noticed you, and so they kind of come over and stand with Rand and kind of watch you as you're playing. You feel like if they had gotten wise of what Mortician was doing, they might have been a bit salty of that. Maybe it's them who kind of installed the virus therein. But after a fashion, Riff, you kind of held their attention for a while. Mortician, you detach and kind of move away from the spot, kind of acting unsuspicious, and then they'll eventually fuck
Cam-
off.
As a maelstrom can be in a black cloak.
Sure, the cool smoking street samurai with you is definitely giving you a lot more cred.
I would, it's more than likely he'll move towards the trash bags and just seems to blend in for a moment with his cloak.
Drops down, and
I
then the
live here
eyes,
now.
eyes all
The
blink.
ultimate
They all
shutdown.
blink closed.
He's just wearing, his eyes blink closed, and it looks like he's just a glad bag.
Yeah.
It's just a glad bag. No.
Okay, so moving into the space, it does seem that you have full access. Had you paid, obviously the problems therein, but you would have also dealt with the fact that only 2 of you would have been allowed access at a time due to the 2-party policy for the no-tell. Cost 50 eddies for extra. Moving in, let's see if this works. Before we get inside,
was there nothing around
before we get inside, I just recalled that.
You were gonna skip me again?
Yeah, typical me skipping Elizabeth. It happens a lot. When you come around the corner, there's an area that looks like it's marked by like government paint as an AV landing area. It goes about halfway down this alleyway. About where it stops, maybe 10 feet further than that, you would see 2 motorcycles that appear to be tiger claws. And there's a guy kind of standing around that area near a door, which has like a very shoddy looking garage door kind of set up next to it. And he's smoking a cigarette. However, the cigarette is not, burning like a cigarette would. The smoke is kind of a purplish color. And it kind of seems to have, like, in the light, like these strange kind of sparkles within it.
Is that a fucking tie stick?
That glitter.
Glitter can be handled in a couple of different ways. It can be smoked, it can be injected, it can be inhaled. The best method for it is straight shot to the dome with an inhaler, or straight shot to the chest with an air hypo. But he appears to be smoking his. He doesn't seem to notice you, and unless you linger, I'm assuming once you see that, kind of fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And wasting the glitter.
Oh, he's not wasting it. I mean, he's using it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're allowed entry. As you can see, there are a series of doors. I don't know why you can see into this first room on the right. Roll 20 just being roll 20. But room 7, 6, and 5, they kind of go evens on the left, or sorry, odds on the left side, evens on the right side. And I'm going to try and figure out why that's doing that with the... Oh, I see why that's doing with that with the light. Roll 20 being silly, door turn sideways.
Oops.
Sometimes doors turn sideways. Okay.
Project
So
Red needs to fix their glitches.
5, 6, 7, and 11 are the doors in question that are occupied. And it appears, according to what you were able to kind of suss out in the device, 5, 6, and 7 have been occupied since yesterday.
So,
But 11's been recent.
11 was earlier today, is when it was occupied.
Mortician's going to just put his small arms on Rem's shoulders.
So 5, 6, 7, and 11. Yes?
Yes.
Perhaps the ones from yesterday. How do we wish to do this? Are we kicking the doors down and going in, or...
Hands come off and kind of like...
room service?
Giddily kind of clapping with his lower hands.
Laughing with the strong hands.
Oh no. I think we should at least listen in first.
You just hear a clink as the grenade launcher in his arm just slams back down.
Oh,
Very well.
And I thought I was trigger happy and half caught.
I like that idea more.
I love...
Mark's gonna kind of like, just like casually walk up to one of the doors. And he's just gonna put his hand on the door.
Which door?
7.
Okay. So when you place your hand on the door, there's this reverberation that seems to be kind of augmenting your sensibilities regarding the tremor sense capability you have with that. It seems like the entirety of the door and the walls has this very, very strange kind of buzzing about it. As you kind of pull your hand away and kind of look at your hand kind of confused, not sure why that's happening, Mortician, you're paying attention to the area and its net architecture, and you would realize that the systems are all isolated, and all rooms appear to have a camera in them. However, you would need to be able to manually jack into them inside to view from them. It appears that there is a security system currently running, and the walls themselves are basically soundproofing and kind of like net proofing, like they block wireless transmissions through them. So you can't make phone calls out. You can't make phone calls in when you're inside a room.
So if we get into a room and I jack in, I can then view cameras in other rooms. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can view the camera in that room.
In that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Because their own architecture.
Yeah. And they're boxed inside of effectively like a safety case. Like each of these rooms is basically, if you're inside of it, nobody's going to be able to hear what you're talking about or doing. More often the case. But also, the only people who would be able to know about it would be the people recording you. The no-tell motel policy is you're paying for the room, but you're not paying for privacy from the corporation.
Now they get their extra BD shit.
Yeah. That's a
No,
little
they typically
terrible.
don't. They don't sell it outwards. What they will do with it is, like, if you do sign the policy, and something would kind of effectuate their corporation, they could basically use it as leverage against you to stop trying to. Like, if you break your leg here, or like you hurt yourself, they'll basically like, yeah, well, we saw you fucking your secretary, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I guess that works. So
Right.
From that, I'm gathering if they're not in this room, we're gonna have to go room by room and check each of the cameras to see what room they were in.
Yeah, that's a potential possibility. But from what you would be able to tell, 5, 6, and 7 were the only rooms rented out yesterday evening, around the time Rand says that they kind of left out. Also, you would note that Rand does not go into the no-tell motel with you. He seems to kind of fuck off south a bit, unless you tell him to stay with you.
Leave 'em alone.
Okay.
Mars is gonna make take a moment to come back to the group and just mention that the room is dark. And by dark, it obviously means that there's no sound coming from the room whatsoever. It's soundproof for sure, from what he can tell.
So what do we wanted to go in?
What is you then going to turn to Rem?
I think that's really our only call.
Fine.
5, 6, or 7.
Try knocking it.
You can knock. There's also a data pad on the side that allows for an electronic knock. But it looks like 5 and 6 have those available to them. 7 has a privacy mode active, which is kind of a pink-colored screen with a heart, and inside of the heart is what appears to be something going in and out of the heart, and it says above that privacy, no contact.
The room's
Very
have privacy,
quickly.
no contact.
Mars, you're just going to quickly see a loading bar, something about a blessing, reflex, flow routine. Your fighting skills, hopefully, if I make this roll, you get a +1 as I begin to upload various optimize your port, upload a few bits and pieces to hopefully assist threat analyzing.
You're a street
So
samurai.
plus
You definitely get the upload. You fucked around with skill chips and skill enhancer shards. This definitely especially on jobs where you needed to use heavy weapons or some sort of thing that's outside your normal kit, right? So you've kind of plug and played and done some cool shit like that. What he just uploaded to you seems to be that kind of data, but on the raw. So it's basically connecting into your ports, but it seems to be only present while he's in your neuro port. So you're effectively getting skill shard increases without having to have a skill shard in, and to skills that normally can't be increased.
Hell yes, thank you.
+1 to all skills under the fighting tab.
I'll take it.
That's martial.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, trust me, it'll help. That's what Mars does best.
Yeah, sword.
John's there for fuck's sake, this guy.
I love it.
Don't give him any more money.
No, I'm having a great time. Do not. So door 7 is the one that has the privacy marker. Doors 5 and 6 have access. You could knock on the door for them.
Yeah.
I think we should try 5 and 6 first.
Like a butler,
Probably the
Mortician
one
will just
right
bow towards Rem and
shot.
towards towards Mars.
After you.
Mars motions towards Rim, as if like, do you want to?
I go up to door 5
with
and
you.
just hit the knock.
Okay. So you
Okay.
hit it, the green turns to red, and then you can hear kind of a chime come from it, kind of like a pong, pong. And then you would see the door open. A portly gentleman with what appears to be NCPD slacks on, and no shirt, just like
Mars looks away.
well, he's wearing a shirt. It's kind of it's like a undershirt, like a not quite like a tank top or wife beater or whatever. It's more like it's like a sleeveless, collarless shirt. And he kind of looks at you a bit confused. The longer you look at him, the more you realize the shirt has kind of staining on it of a bodily fluid type nature. And laying in the bed from this distance, what you can see kind of behind him is a person who appears to be kind of wrapped up in the blankets. And he says, yeah, can I help you? I've got the room for another 5 hours.
Just to make sure, like from seeing the person, can I tell if it's the girl we're looking for or not? Or no?
No, it doesn't appear to be from this distance. She has kind of like a strawberry pink hair that's kind of like flowing off the side of the bed. Based on her chrome, like her legs and everything, it looks like she's a joy toy. For those who are not familiar with joy toys, prostitute, but cybernetic.
Like, wrong room, bud. Have fun. And then I'll just walk on to the next door.
Yeah, no problem. And
I go to door 6 and knock as well.
Rem, as you kind of like reflect back on that, you realize he never moved his left arm out to be visible. You're pretty sure he had a gun that whole time.
For sure.
Yeah, you knock on the door. Purple or the red chime, no response, and it goes back to green.
I do it again.
Red chime, goes back to green.
I do it one more
Back
time.
to that one. Oh, God.
Red chime, goes back to green.
I hit it again, then walk to door 7.
Red, green. Door 7 is pink.
Privacy, yeah.
Privacy, heart, penis.
So are we busting this one down? Or
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, slamming on it doesn't seem to afford what you expect. Like, it sounds
Yeah.
like you're hitting metal on your side, but it doesn't seem like it's causing any sound on the opposite side.
Right.
Mars is gonna like look at the group like, and hold up his like cyber arm and point towards the door, like motion like, and he like makes a fist and he like makes like a back and forth motion, like you want me to.
that's what the room is used for. So yeah, go ahead.
You see a thumbs up emoji.
Oh God!
God.
It even gets like a snicker from Mars, which is like,
Oh, no.
now it's like snowing in hell.
Uh,
So Mars just draws his arm back and punches the fucking door.
Okay, so go ahead and give me it's going to be fighting, so brawling roll.
Hell yeah!
+1.
And I won't need damage on this, I just need the attack roll. I need to see if you know how to fight a door. Yeah, so you punch the door, which effectuates the same kind of response as knocking on it did. There really is no difference, other than it looks more dramatic when you did it. There doesn't appear to be anything that changes. Looking at...
Can
Go ahead.
Mars like try again?
You're looking at it and thinking about it, and it's more of kind of situation like if you're pounding at the door in the same way, the same mentality, you can continue all night long, or as long as your endurance would allow.
Yeah.
But they're probably getting more done with their efforts inside. So,
Oh, no.
just saying.
Mars grumbles. No such luck.
Fair. Rem will look at to Mortician, and there's no way for you to like hack open that door, or are you blowing it up?
I don't see any immediate panels. Give me a second.
So what you would
And-
know is you can basically, with what you've done outside, you can kind of jump back into that net architecture and take control of any of the rooms that are vacant as if you had rented them without paying money. Besides that, you don't want to stay in there for very long. So basically, you would be jump in, pop the door for the one that you want, and that room is yours, and then fuck out.
Okay.
This terminal, if you wanted to play in a physical space and like get in there and like go electronic security route, you could make an electronic security roll to see if you could break it in more of a engineering style than a netrunner style. Hardware, not software.
I mean, if I'm already in the the architecture, then you'll probably just see Mortison's head loll back, his jaw drop down, proper gormless expression. His eyes will flicker for a moment. And we'll try. We'll just try popping the lock.
All right.
Another interface.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna take over control of one of the other rooms, or are you trying to like physically like open?
No, I'm trying to if possible, access the architecture to open the door to the room.
This room you won't be able to take over because it is occupied. You can take over any of the rooms that are not occupied. So you can take over the room next to it, or you can take over the room across from it, but you can't take over it. If you want to get into this room, it's going to be rip the panel off electronic security with like a screwdriver.
Okay, yeah. In that case, then, if you're happy with that,
All right, a moment. I'll have a quick peruse around, and
as he's talking, you'll see him start to fiddle at the panel. The two arms jut out
Okay,
of the wall.
because you could also take the room next to it, and that might give you a different type of access.
Through the wall.
Your call. Again, both are options. You already have the interface roll on the table for taking over any room you want, so it's your call.
if you all wish to,
and he'll nod his head
Nine
to the side.
is empty.
room.
It opens.
Next door.
And then
It's trying to multitask.
next to it says welcome, and then in kind of like ASCII text, it's the Maelstrom logo. And you kind of walk over to, and this door would open. The one next
I bet
to.
it has an eggplant emoji on the welcome logo.
Inside, you would see a pretty bog standard love motel room, heart-shaped bed. Looks like it's got a pillow top mattress. There is a display panel, and the thing that you notice immediately upon entering into this room is you can hear what sounds like, and again, we're going to get into content that is a bit of a sexual nature, so I'm going to try and veil as much of that as possible. If details slip, just tell me it's getting a little bit over the line. I will definitely pull back, but you can definitely hear ecstatic cries of passion that appear to be coming through the wall on the left.
Mars is gonna put his hand on the door. I mean, I'm sorry, on the wall.
Yeah, so you definitely get a feeling that there is currently two individuals on a bed that's on the exact opposite side of the bed that you're sitting next to, that are currently going at it. Yeah.
There's some serious clapping going on in there.
In the throes of passion.
Yeah. You'd also notice that the audio seems to be kind of resonating to your left a little bit. Like it seems like there's a way that the audio, like the sound is coming through, because the wall still seems to have the security that it had, but as you're kind of looking at it, you would realize that there's a part of the wall paneling that's just a bit off. And when you walk over to it, written in kind of dry erase marker on the kind of grayish colored wall, illuminated in red, is the word glory hole. And there appears to be a metal panel that has been kind of pulled away, and it looks like it has kind of like a screw, so you can slide the panel up and to the side.
I guess Mars is gonna like pull the panel, pull the screw, and try to like take a look to see if it's the girl that they're looking for.
Oh yeah, it is definitely her, and she is currently engaging in fornication with. I'm gonna show you the man, Ripper, who I think this is the first time we've seen in Dark Skies, but was featured in Run the Block a little bit. He sassed off to Hungry. He likes fucking fixers. I don't I don't know what to say.
He's got a type.
She's not a fixer.
Yeah.
Or so
Yet.
No. Ripper is this guy.
Mm.
What a stud.
He's probably still wearing the glasses, honestly. He's like buck-ass naked, wearing the gloves and the glasses, and actually just giving her the business.
Wish.com Hasselhoff.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, well, I'll never unsee it. But yeah, although, you know,
Mars is gonna kind of like look at like Rem's inside the room, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mars is gonna kind of like look to her, do like the 2 fingers to his eyes, and then point towards the glory hole.
She'll go over and look.
Yeah, you see what I've already told you. It seems like in the midst of that dialogue, they changed positions. Again, just use your imagination. I don't think I need to be too forthright. But what, Rem, you would notice that Mars wouldn't have noticed is that in the room next to the bed is a tripod. And standing on the tripod is an old camera, a VHS recording camera. It appears that the recording light is on. This is shit you learned about in, like school.
This is like old school
Yeah,
shit. This
like
is,
literally
like,
when they were telling you
film
about old tech.
studies.
Yeah. Like the only
Can
reason
I
you
just
had to look...
This is like amateur stuff.
No.
Can I just
It's
quickly
worth
No.
interject?
This is like you go like as a photographer, like modern day photographer, using like a pinhole camera.
Yeah, yeah. It's that kind of level of shit. Because like, keep in mind, like in our own modernity, like we have the VHS went to Laserdisc, went to HD CDs, and then the fucking Blu-rays now,
like,
and we've skirted past that to just digital uploads and the like. So we've moved.
Like you're doing silver plates.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, I mean, there are people who do that.
But again, it is very
Today.
much not something you would expect to see this kind of camera. Like they do still have tripods and cameras, but they don't typically have VHS recording cameras.
Yeah.
I'm feeling judged, John.
No. It's perfect.
This is 2077. This is 2077.
No, it's perfect because the camera doesn't look exactly like it's a video recording camera like that. But for my narrative, it works perfectly.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm just. Paul was like, it would be this room he chose. Son of a bitch.
Mars is gonna like look to Rem and just like whisper, "If I had to see that, so did you."
So, yeah, it's kind of like this old style camera setup, as you can see, and like imagine on the bed currently.
But wait, that's not even like an old style camera. That's like an old style like
TV camera.
TV cam. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's like one that like a reporter would run around with on their shoulders on like the mount system. 100%.
No, it's like the kind that they use at
in the studios. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely very weird that it is here. It does look like there's a case for it somewhere over near the shower, but it does look like it is currently recording, and that bed is a lot less tame than it currently looks in that picture. It's a hot mess.
With this, you just hear Mars like, with his fucking sunglasses on, does this guy cry his own name out when he comes?
Christ. From this perspective, the other thing that I want to make sure that you note is that there does appear
I like
to
the little
be
cherub on the ground.
Oh, I love it too. Again, the whole map, well designed. But I want to make sure that we're kind of
They always are.
tracking. So the other thing you would note is that this whole section and this wall section, Mars, the more you look at it, the more you realize you could just knock the whole wall over. Or if you wanted to be more stealthy about it, you could instead, the ventilation shaft, it does have like an air duct through it, but if you were to kind of just pull your unit out and then push their unit through, you would be able to kind of get into their space via that air conditioning unit. That's the only two ways you're connected. Tear out the entire wall,
kind of like,
or stealth.
You know, I could do the stealthier way, actually.
Again, it doesn't matter. You're going to be popping in on them, so.
I mean, we know where she's at now, though, so she's not missing. Do we actually need to like?
No, you're not trying to find her for her being missing. You're trying to find her because she has information.
Okay.
Yeah, our goal is to find her and preferably get her to the lady or get the information out of her.
Get the information out of her.
She's gonna kidnap this lady while she's
Go big or go home. Tear that wall out.
Go big.
I like go big.
The,
So
question
I gotta
I
make-
have
ready
is
for this?
are you waiting for them to finish, or are you
No,
just going
100%
right at
not.
Mars is a
100%
dick.
not.
He doesn't get away for him to finish. He's gonna put on his fucking sunglasses. He's going to rip the fucking wall down. And it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, brother, it's time to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, boom! You break through the wall. Is anybody
Can-
stopping Mars before? Because he kind of says, "I'm going in," and like, does anybody stop him from doing?
Mortician's outside still fucking with the panel. He's going to try and get this door open.
Okay. Okay. Boom! Door opens or wall opens. Bear with me here. I think I can make it happen.
And then the door opens.
So, what I'll say is when you break through the wall, the immediate response is whatever position you're imagining them in. Ripper spins with her so that she is on top of him and effectively being used as a human shield. Mars, you are able to clock and calculate that Ripper is going for the pillows, and you're pretty sure there might be a heat or an iron there. Your response.
Mars is going to whip out his combat knife and hurl it at the fucking pillow like
Are
don't
you-
fucking do it.
Are you throwing it to like just stop him, or are you throwing to actually impede him by slamming it into his hand?
Throwing it to stop him, throwing it to bury the knife in the pillow, like, hey, that's a fucking warning shot.
Okay, go ahead and do me a favor and roll me a melee weapons roll. Thunder fighting.
Alright. And I've got a +1 for precision
And
Mm.
with my solo skill.
+1 for mortician as well.
Yes, sir.
So this will be
That is
plus.
a 20 then.
Okay. Wham! Combat knife slams into the mattress, or slams
Don't
through the pillows
fucking do it.
into the mattress, and you can actually hear kind of metal on metal like grinding as it slams in that way. You're pretty sure you caught the weapon, and you see him kind of like reach and stop, and she very quickly like pulls herself away from him, discoupling, and kind of moves towards the shower.
I'm
Like,
just trying to clear that drain.
what? What? So, Rem,
And he looks back at Rim. Sorry, I'm in character.
the wall broke out. Riff is not in the side room. You are there with him if you wish to enter as well.
Rem will go in behind.
Are you going in looking moderate and kind of like composed, or are you going in trying to be intimidating as well?
Oh, she's going in composed.
Okay.
We're playing some good cop, bad cop shit.
Mm.
And then
Where'd you
does
get
the
that
door open for
camera?
us?
Where did you get that camera? Ripper looks at
Yeah.
Ripper looks at you from the bed. He's kind of spread eagle on the bed because he kind of spun and did this, and he's kind of laying there, kind of like in nothing other than the gloves and the glasses. Kind of looks at you and he's like, I've had it for a while.
Mars looks down and goes, your career's showing.
Hey, stop it! Hold on, I've got baby cat problems.
Yeah,
sure,
he's
yeah,
supposed
man,
to
do
do
your
green
thing.
screen again.
Yeah, yeah.
I might have to go and actually tangle with them.
Uh-oh.
Pop up.
Fight
They
him.
can be a little shit sometimes. I've got 5.
Yeah.
Fisticuffs.
One sec. One sec. Sorry, they're not supposed to be fighting like that. Hold on.
Thing, bro.
Oh.
I'm really excited for this door to open.
Riff. Ow. So meanwhile, whilst they're bounding through the door, Mort looks at you.
I believe I'm about to. No, just a moment, and a little twist of this wire, and
Okay.
There we go.
Handled. So while that's happening, Mortician, give me an electronic security roll, and then
I gave you a 17.
Yeah.
I see you. Okay. So in the, I'll basically say the door opens when that is handled. Then the question to him, he said, "I've had it for a while. What does it matter to you?"
I mean, it really doesn't. I was just surprised to see it.
He kind of looks
I'm
at you.
mostly here for Bernice, though. Sorry.
So when you say kind of surprised to see it, he kind of looks at you. Your eyes stay locked on his like face, or like again, he's very handsome and very like well built.
Yeah. Oh, she's just looking at his face, and then like glances over to where Bernice is.
Okay. So
Mostly here for Bernice.
he kind of locks eyes with Mars and kind of like maintains that kind of like, you're threatening me. I'm going to try and not get anything thrown at me or shot at me. Bernice, in the shower, kind of hiding, kind of looks at you and says, "You're here for me? Who the fuck are you? Oh God, you work for Ray, don't you? God damn it! I told her I'm not interested."
Well, clearly, she didn't take that as a no, so we're here. We just need the info.
It's already too late. The airship will be leaving tomorrow, 4 a.m. It'll be out of Night City by sunrise. You're not going to be able to
Where?
get through Arasaka security to get to it. It's not important. It doesn't matter. It's leaving from Arasaka and Santo Domingo.
That does sound like it's
I told her I wasn't interested. It's a suicide mission. It's not smart for her to kind of put out these gigs and also request information from me just because she thinks she has some sort of title to it. Also, this is well beyond the pale. This is breaching a lot of fucking lines. I fucking can't believe this shit. Hey.
No, I see what you mean. She'll kind of like look at the bed and then look at Ripper on the bed.
When you
just
look
be
at
like,
him, he kind of like pulls the glasses off and locks eyes with you, and he says, "Hey, can you stop the recording for me, please? I think I got what I needed.
"Oh
Thanks." And when you kind of stop it, you realize that like it's hot, like the VHS area is hot. It appears to have been
Yeah.
recording for a long time. It looks like it was on a massive kind of like dual spool deck, and it is completely like full up. Like they have been going at this since yesterday.
yeah." She looks at the tapes and just like, huh?
He kind of goes.
Looks at him.
He kind of is nodding at you, and Mars is kind of like not really catching on, but like then he kind of picks it up and goes, oh. She will kind of move to her clothes and kind of just very loosely get dressed as the door opens and Mortician and Riff enter in. And so she's like halfway through getting dressed and kind of, what the fuck? And like moves back to the shower. Riff.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You see Ripper, who again you didn't recall, but now you remembered, and he's still just laying out on the bed. He's actually moved himself a bit, as the situation has been less enticing to him, and physically that has been apparent. He's kind of taken on a more kind of like laying on the side, being like kind of sexy looking, laying on the bed.
It's amazing.
You just hear Mortician.
Impressive.
Just glances over him.
He looks over at you and he goes, "Wow, not bad, not so bad yourself. I'm assuming the cloak is back and the arms are out since you were doing work."
Yeah.
And he says, "Not so bad yourself," and kind of winks. Yes.
Do you need me to turn this back on?
He kind of looks over at Bernice. Are we done? And she says, "Yeah, we're fucking done." And he kind of shakes his head. "Well, I only have the room for 2 days. I don't know if I can transfer it over," but he kind of gets up again, naked, and walks over and grabs a pair of leather pants, puts them on as Bernice is finishing getting dressed. Doesn't put on anything else. Seems that's all he walked in with, and looks at you, Mortician, and says, "If you're interested," and he hands you a card that says Rebel Scum on it, and it's like the band card. And he says, "My friend Molly made these, but maybe we can hang out sometime."
Crude, but we'll see. If I have need,
He's laughing the whole time. Once he gets outside, you see him pull a cigarette and smoke it. It glows and kind of does the sparkling like the Tiger Claws cigarette did outside.
Glitter again.
Glitter cigarette, yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'd say that was awkward, but we kind of knew what we were
She
running into, diving into. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You did the diving.
Once she finishes getting dressed, she kind of hands over a data tablet. Pull the information, take what you need, tell her I'm done with her, and tell her if she ever comes around me again, I am going to fucking scratch her goddamn eyes out.
We'll
Rem,
pass the
It's fair.
message.
Rem, go ahead and make me a. I need to see the specific role. Actually, anybody who has it trained, I suppose, could do it. Wardrobe is a social skill, wardrobe and style, and then I believe
I'm not going to do that.
Rem already has a bonus to socials, right?
Yeah.
Rem has
I
plus
also have
one
it.
from me, as does Riff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Riff, probably not so keen on this. Rem, I think you'd probably be the only one who's sitting here. Actually, no. I think Riff, you'd be savvy. Your girlfriend's very wardrobe centric. The dress and like suit she's kind of wearing is Jinguji, which is like high tier, high class fashion. Like the jewelry she's wearing appears to be kind of like very corporate branded, like very high tier shit. And you're pretty sure just based on her style and her dress, she's not a exec or anything crazy like that. She's not some loser. She's kind of like built herself up to be like a socialite of some sort, just based on her dress and attire. So her slumming with this rocker boy out here is probably not something she wants out on the open.
Hmm.
Aside from the video,
Oh yeah, he when he leaves, he does take the camera with him, like the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I was gonna ask about that.
I could see
Yeah.
him just like literally like folding up the tripod, tucking it under his arm, and just casually like
Well, yeah.
whistling as he exits the room.
He chucks it in the case that I mentioned on the side, and then he just walks out for sure. He got what he wanted.
Yeah. So the information is on this data tab.
Yeah, just pull it and get the fuck out of here, and tell her
Yeah.
to leave me the fuck alone.
She'll pull it and
Yeah. So
get it ready because she can't send anything out in here, right?
right.
Yeah, that's right. It's a dead zone.
Yeah.
So when you kind of get back outside, out on the street level, and kind of move away from like Gangtao area, you would see that there's an altercation between Ran and Ripper, kind of going on down the street area, and eventually like Ran kind of moves away, kind of looks really sad and dejected, and Ripper is getting into an old style, beautiful looking, like muscle car that looks like it's had conversions done on it to make it into a shoe processing car. So like I'm talking, when I say old, I mean like 1960s muscle car. Like this is like an old car. I won't say the name of it, but just imagine like whatever. Very cool car for the ancient age, and he drives the fuck off. Ran kind of like sad on the street corner after being dejected by Ripper. You reach out
He just looks like someone kicked his puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rem will just kind of take mental note of that and then send Ray the information that she got.
She would say, "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck," in response in text. Just "Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck," is the text that's returned to you.
Is it common information that the hotel records you?
Oh,
Oh, we're back.
Ripperino.
Oh my
I think we're back, ma'am.
god.
Yep, it's back. It's back.
Okay, well, apparently I'm having a spike on internet. I don't know what that's about. I got a new modem last week, and it was working really great up until, I guess, right now. I was a robot momentarily. I do not believe I'm a robot now.
You're good right now.
You are good.
And
That sounds like exactly
Yeah.
something that a robot would say.
Yeah, yeah. Now that I think about it,
He's a Sith.
shoot him. Ran is dejected. Ray is very upset. and then she would immediately reply with, "Where the fuck are you?" And that's it.
She'll send her the location.
Stay put. And that's what she sends.
I guess we're staying here for a sec.
Okay. Next 5 minutes, everybody receives 1,000 eddies that's uploaded into your account.
I'll take
Ah,
And
We'll
it's from
take it.
Ray.
Absolutely.
And it says
At
stay
least the
put.
money.
Do you, during the time it takes Ray to get there, do anything with Ran? Or do you just let him be sad?
I mean, I'm just gonna let him be sad.
Okay.
Riff is probably just chilling, like, probably just gonna sit there and play the guitar a little bit.
weird. Should look like this.
Oh, enable quality of service, high packet priority. It is off. Yeah, that's off.
I wonder if that was like an issue.
You're good right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good.
it is off, though. You said you want it on or off?
Off.
You want it off?
Yeah, it was already off.
All right, cool. Never mind. Sorry.
No worries. I mean, a good place to look. I had nowhere to look, so, I mean, better than nothing.
That's true.
So about 15 minutes pass, if I'm not a robot, and I'm not being
Yep.
kicked
You
off
gotta-
for fucking whatever reason. I need to figure out why that's happening before tomorrow. But you would see a silver Ray Field Excalibur AV descend down between the buildings and land in that space where AVs go that I mentioned before. Door would open, out comes Kanashiro Ray. Get the fuck in, get the fuck in. And she doesn't go very far. She just starts gesturing for you to get into her Ray Field
She'll get
Excalibur.
in.
Mars just goes in.
Red leather seats, beautiful red carpet interior. It looks like an old, like Arasaka style interior that looks like it's been renovated, possibly a used purchase when they were upgrading AVs at some point in the last year or two. And door closes. She looks at you. There are 4 seats inside of the space, but she kind of moves inside of the pilot area and sits. And she's kind of looking in at the space with you in it. She would say, "Got no choice. We gotta hit the AV. Period. End of sentence." According to this, it's on a DTNR airship. That airship will be leaving at about 5 a.m. Once it's made out over the water, that's when we strike. I'll fly this bad boy right up to it, drop you off onto the containers. You're looking for container 737. And when you find it, I don't care how you break it open, do so, and inside will be a small Mori Technology secure case. Grab that, get back on the AV, and we'll fuck off. We won't have very long, minute tops, before they realize I've diverted from routing. And then they'll probably send out Arasaka ships to deal with us. If you're not up for the job, take your money and run, and I will never work with you again. If you want to do this, $4 more thousand will be added to your accounts at the end of it once the technology's case is in my hands. And everybody's safe. Well, I'm safe and my case is safe.
Deal.
Let's go.
I have no issues. The eddies would be welcome.
If everybody's on board,
Yeah.
she would fly the AV to a location because it's like the middle of the evening. It's not terribly late, but she would basically offer for you to get some rest in a small penthouse apartment that she has available to her. At this point, if you are down hit points, you can restore a number of hit points equal to your body plus your willpower. If you are not down any hit points, then there's really no benefit to taking a rest.
Mars just gets the 2 back. That's handy though. Those 2 could save his life.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 saved Cammy's life, so
It happens.
Otherwise, you're just sitting together inside of a penthouse apartment for a while. The next beat will take a little while to kind of do, but if you want to like discuss what you're doing in the penthouse while you wait, the AV will be leaving from this location here. I don't know if that snap pinged you. Probably not.
No,
it did.
Now,
it did.
There it goes.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yes.
And then that location there, when it takes off, it's going to be heading northwest, out over the. It'll go out over the glen. It will then bank right out onto the waters where you'll deal with it.
Okay.
If it's made it over orbital air and Morro Rock, aka the NCX airport, you're fucked.
So, quick question for those gathered. Apart from you, of course, Mars, because Sword, yes, Riff, and Rem, are you ones to charge into the fray and, or a more, how to put this, stay back and put a few rounds down range?
whilst you're saying this, you would notice the cache of data previously sent has been purged, and a new upload bar is starting to overwrite the data. What weapons do you mostly use?
Rem holds up her hands, and then the rippers come out. Just shing.
Oh, Mortician would immediately just scuttle towards you and get within 2 or 3 inches of the blades and start looking them over.
Oh, fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You should get more of these. Perhaps 2 more at the. Some additional arms. But,
Nice.
But yeah, he's gonna. Sorry, go on.
It might affect my judo skills. I feel like more arms would get in the way.
She's just
yes, but more arms, more slashing.
With that, I will upload the reflex flow routine to you to give you +1 to your fighting skills.
Nice.
I'm surprised you
Marsh
didn't
is
go.
kind of like,
There's other martial arts you can learn. Multi-armed martial arts.
Well, I'm about to say, yeah.
more martial
You're-
arts, more arms.
What was
I mean,
Mars?
Mortician would be looking over. He'd have his long wolvers out from his small arms. He'd pop out a grenade launcher from his arm. He'd like,
You could have so much more. Flamethrowers. Oh, it would be so beautiful.
towards Riff.
Marsh just kind of like points towards his like right arm, the cyber arm. He's just like, I just need the help of Bert.
If you're in his neuroport, so you're able to kind of detect what cyberware he has present. It does appear that he has a pop-up submachine gun in his arm. Named Bert.
Hence why its name's Bert.
BRRRT.
Bart.
Bert go Bert.
Bert go Bert. Because that's the sound he makes. And it's bashful.
So for Riff, I assume you would say you shoot gun.
Oh yeah. Riff would just tap his Malorian. Like, this is my baby. It does all my work for me.
Okay, just for the sake of it being DV6, there's your 2 interface checks, and if
Perfect.
you'll allow me to keep up the
Yeah, absolutely.
the training for Mars, that'd be grand. Thank you.
So I would say that-
everyone. So go on.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about to say that's +1 then to Rem and Mars's fighting skills, and then +1 for Riff's shooting.
So
Wait, it's +2 from.
+1 for everybody should be.
+1, yeah.
Just one.
+1. Okay, okay.
+1
good.
from me.
Mm-hmm. So what you would note is that like basically the wait is terrible, but ultimately you get enough sleep and rest that you're kind of awakened early. And she says, "Back to the AV, let's go." And when she kind of gets there, she kind of like doesn't go with you. And what you'll realize that inside of the AV, like in the pilot's area where she was sitting before and it was on autopilot, there is a person who is sitting inside of that space. He's an older gentleman, kind of He's a black guy with kind of like a dark leather coat, and he's kind of got like a grayish beard. And he goes, "Hey, welcome aboard. Hell of a wild call, huh?" And we'll kind of look at you with a smile. Just very charming looking guy. Get on in. I'm going to drive pretty wild, so hopefully you buckle in. And
Mars
you kind of,
will hop on in. Buckle
Mortician,
in.
you kind of like look at him and you're like, oh, maybe I can help him with some stuff. But you realize he doesn't have a neuroport.
Ah.
And you're like, like,
He'll not say anything. He'll just be looking, tilting his head to the side. The eyes will flicker a little bit, and he's like,
This is all natural. No, it's
He goes,
wrong.
yeah, it's all natural, baby. He kind of looks back at you like, yep. And when you shut it, he says, I was driving these things back in the 40s. Don't even worry about it. Got this handled. And so he does pilot the thing manually, and you very much get the vibe that he is in full control of this vehicle. It tilts, it moves, it flies. Then it kind of hits a pattern where it's in like a typical traffic pattern. And you see him kind of fucking around with a data display on his side. And he's like, yeah, just keeping him thinking we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, heading up to San Francisco. That's what Miss Ray said she wanted us to seem like we're doing.
Yep.
That's where I'm going to be going. I'm going to be dropping you guys off on the north side, and I've got a friend of mine who's ready to drive you on back into the city from up there. Can't take you along with me, but I got to move this bad boy up. So, anyway, he very much focused on the driving. The crystal dome windows are displayed so you can see outside. And as you kind of make it over the bay, the sun has come up a bit. It's kind of more of a bright day, start of the day. And you would see that you are in rather close proximity to a DTR airship. And he's kind of moving the ship very closely and very suddenly kind of entering its airspace. And he says, all right, time's in. You got about a minute. And he says, pinpoint, have the AV send it to you. And he hits a ping button. And so in your VR or virtuality kind of display in your neuroports, you would all see a ping happen here.
Okay.
And he says, that's where it's at. Make it quick. And he flies over to the thing, kind of gets directly above it, probably
Rem's unbuckling.
5 feet above it. And I believe you can drop your token down onto the board and move in your speed in any direction that you'd like. If you're jumping over, if you're jumping over a space in between the cargo containers, it'll require twice as much movement for that square of movement. But other than that, you should be able to move just normal.
How do you put your token on there?
I got you.
Appreciate.
And in the future, you just grab your token
It will
in the
not
journal.
let me.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. There it is.
You grab your name next to the token in the journal, drag it, and drop it onto the map.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
It kept wanting to select everyone. And that would have been really funny.
Yeah. So as you're kind of dropping out, you would see that he kind of has connected with you via the AV's kind of system, and he's speaking into its microphone. So he sounds kind of like far away and weird, and a bit robotic, just to keep it more hilarious due to what was happening to me a minute ago. And he says, "Hey, once you got it, meet me up towards the front of the thing, and pretty sure the defense drones will be on you soon, so keep an eye out." And then he's kind of whipping forward, keeping pace with it, but not like zipping past it. So he's going to be above and to the side. And with all that being said, does anybody remember which one I pinged?
Red one.
This one.
Yay. Okay. So you can move your speed from that, like where you drop and hit, and you can move. If you're going over to a different container, you just move double your movement. And I think scaling wise, I got it pretty close. These are about 2, 3, 4, 5, about 15 meters long, or 15 feet long. No, I've got it wrong. Hold on.
How long it looks like?
Yeah, I need to do this. It's supposed to be a lot bigger than it is.
Okay, gotcha.
.5. Thank you. Save. And then your tokens will basically shrink a bit. And then that should be closer to size, I think.
Do you need any checks to go across these, or is it just
nope, it's just
movement?
double. It's going to count as double movement for that. So
I linked up Mars with the group to make it.
yeah, about 16 meters long per case. Yep, and they're about 6 to 8 meters wide. Cool.
Mars moves up to 6.
Okay.
Mort's got 5, so I'll only be able to make it to the edge of one container there.
All right. And then Rem, do you move it?
We can't run on these, right?
Yeah, you can run, but right now you're just moving your speed. You basically drop down,
Okay.
and then you're kind of beating feet to start.
That's after. That's where I would be after movement.
Oh, so the size of the movement changed
Yeah.
a little bit. You can move a little bit further because the size of the squares shrank. So go ahead and move just half your movement.
Oh,
In that
okay.
case,
So
actually,
like
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second that you kind of get to that position and are kind of rushing ahead, Riff, directly up in front of you, and I'm going to play some music. Hold on. Yep. Directly up ahead, at like the front of the airship, you would see 2 kind of red lights appear, and you can see the silhouettes of drones behind them. And even though it's a far distance away, due to the way the wind is kind of blowing towards you as you're moving through the Night City Bay Air, you would hear as they kind of activate the drones. And these 2 drones are kind of moving towards you at pace, and we'll kind of start the combat here.
Nice.
Go ahead and
Roll
everybody
for
roll
initiative.
initiative.
Got ya. And Mars is also going to activate as Sandy.
Okay.
We're gonna activate my Sandy.
Okay.
Everyone
I get
with their
plus racism?
sandies.
For my solo skill for initiative, I'm not sure if that procced.
It should be on there.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
I think this
Not
is
alone, Ren.
Greece.
What do you currently have in there? All 4?
1 for initiative reaction, and then 3 for attack precision.
Oh, okay. So, you
So
have
I've got
one.
a precision
if you
attack
look
bonus
at
1.
look at the breakdown: reflex plus 5 mod plus 1 react.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure react was that.
Yeah, react 1.
Don't know how to read it yet.
That's the 1 point. Okay, so the drones will be going on initiative 10, so you're all going to go before them, and it looks like it's pretty close to. Yeah, Mars, you're first on the docket. Again, this appears to be the box that you're trained to go towards, or wanting to go towards. What are we doing?
Where's the drones at?
Way up ahead.
Yeah, you
Oh,
kind of
okay, so
gotta.
not right there. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a run and dash. I'm gonna make a run from here to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Good. Riff, you're up.
Is there a way I could get into that box from this side?
Yeah, jump. Like I said, the square.
Okay, no.
Oh, into
Okay,
it.
so I
into
jump.
it. You
Yeah,
mean.
like
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, like to get in and get what we need.
So it looks as though
try
that the side that you're on, the container's door, is not located. All the doors appear to be front facing. They don't have double-sided doors. It's kind of like sealed on one end, door on the other, on these containers.
Cool,
Can I ask you for a favor?
Yeah.
Whatever you did with the last game, where you made the grid or the boxes
Oh, you got it.
darker, can you do that? Are you able to?
Yeah.
So that would be me 2 squares left, unless I run.
I appreciate it.
There we go.
Okay,
Thanks,
I will
that is
also
much better to see.
run to get up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah. That way I can get to where the side of the door is, hopefully.
Okay.
I can't open it yet, but I can run up to it, at
Rem.
least.
We are running. So
Sneezing.
It left.
How do you gauge
so
how do you gauge distance like that?
the
you can use the
ruler tool.
ruler, yeah. On the left
How do you
side,
do
Top
that?
left.
there's a ruler.
Top left.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can go there. Because I haven't learned yet. And that's it, because that's as fast as I can move.
Mortician.
Immediately gonna jump to the other side. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 to get there. 10. So just one move to get me onto the other side, and I'm gonna try and breach the closest drone if possible.
So at current, they're 108 meters out. For you to quick hack them, you would need to be within 50 meters. So
50. Okay.
yeah, basically,
Yeah,
as you kind of move
I'll-
forward,
I'll-
kind of stop there, you can kind of like see their signatures off in the distance, but outside of your tangible
Sure.
grasp. You
That's
do
all
note
right.
that there is a series of net architectures throughout this device that appear to be actuators for the doors to open. So if you look at the sides of it, they're kind of like in these kind of frames. They actually
Yep.
bend outwards and then kind of drop as like landings, and then cranes will pull the boxes out. So if those were to open, I don't have a metric of making that happen in the map
Yeah.
though, but if they were to open, that might cause confusion for a lot of people
Absolutely.
and problems. But it is
Yeah.
there as an option.
No, I'm gonna just continue moving up for now. I've
Okay.
thrown out the enhancements, so I'm just gonna get to the ledge and await to hopefully try and assist Rem across when it comes around to her turn.
Okay. The drones kind of drop down a little bit and kind of point their side guns up and then fire. You can see 2 smoke trails kind of blaring from each of them. So a total of 4 of these smoke trails kind of flying out towards you. It looks like they're grenades that are being launched at you. They land right about where Riff and Mars are located, but when they hit, they don't like blow up. They hit, they kind of magnetize half of them, and then the other half shoots up and starts spinning, throwing red lights everywhere. I'd like the 2 of you to go ahead and make evasion rolls. That's Mars and Riff.
Great. Okay.
I am cursed to roll fucking ones. I'm gonna use let's see.
You get +1 from me as well for fighting. Cough, cough.
I'm gonna use.
No, Riff doesn't. Riff is shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
nice.
I'm gonna use
Yeah,
2
right.
of my own luck, which means it'll be counting as 4 for me. So I get a 15. I'll save 1 luck for an emergency purpose.
Okay. So the DV on this roll is going to be a 17.
Damn, I wouldn't have made it anyway.
You don't have to spend your luck because I didn't tell you the DV. Mars, you evade. Riff, you're going to take the damage here. The damage is going to be a total of 15 damage. This damage is direct. If your armor value is SP lower than 13. So you'll take 15 damage, and I don't think I rolled double 6s, so yeah, you don't take any kind of hurting there. Mars, you dodge and move and evade. When these things hit and these kind of spikes go up, you see these red lines just start appearing out from it and shooting all over the place, and they seem to sear like a black line across the storage containers, but they don't burn into them. As they kind of slap into Riff first, because he's kind of up and ahead of you, you can see him kind of like, and like burning and like trying to dodge and slamming into the ground. And as they come through you, you're like diving through the laser lines, moving away from them. After they kind of spin for a few seconds, they kind of drop to the ground and kind of skitter off, then kind of roll toward the back. After their shots goes to the environmental effect. Everybody who is currently on the containers, I need you to make an athletics roll or an endurance roll. Depending on which roll you choose here determines on how you are trying to stay up as the wind kind of assails you and how you're maintaining balance throughout.
You said that you were going to give us an endurance passive.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten it written down. I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
No, that's cool.
I
man.
need. I need. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna shame myself in the Dark Skies General. Hold on.
I was
Oh yeah, I
shit.
forgot about that.
No, I'm a failure, and I need to remind myself of that. You
said
need
athletics
to
or endurance?
The box fills
Yes.
burn. Yes, that's correct. DV on this is 11, by the way. It'll go up by 1 every time every round you're still on here.
Hell yeah.
Fair.
This is a reminder. Okay, so you all went with athletics. So basically, like, narratively, the best way to think of this is it's moving what appears to be very slowly from a ground-based position. However, it's moving quite quickly when you take into account how much of it and the bulk of it that's moving. I'd say we're kind of going at a speed of about 50 miles per hour, which really didn't kind of affect you until like you stopped moving with the Excalibur and stopped kind of moving at your own pace, rushing forward. So as it's kind of settled in, you realize that like this is a bit more of a grounded position. You drop down, you kind of clench down. Some of you are kind of more than others, but you're kind of able to keep balance and maintain your fighting posture. Mars, you're up. They have not closed on you. You are standing on top of the box you need. How would you like to proceed? Oh, sorry.
That's
also,
the box we need.
Calvin will move forward.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy in the vehicle will move forward whose name you didn't get.
We need to get that door open then.
Yeah, Riff looks like he's going for it specifically.
Marsh just like, approaches Riff. Sorry. I don't know why it's not moving now. Okay, there we go.
Oh, real quick, just so I have it. This is what the guy looked like in the AV.
Okay, so it was the
Fucking
guy
knew
that
it.
curtain pads. Okay.
Marsh just like kind of like walks up to Riff, and he's just like, "Try to get inside. I'll work on these." And then he's going to leap over the edge, and that would be the end of his movement.
Okay.
How far away are they?
They are currently from you 70 meters out.
What's the range of a submachine gun?
I think guns can basically be shot at any range, but its effective range is going to be lower for SMG. If you click it, we can look at the chart.
Let's say what? Click attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so at
yeah.
at 70 meters, you were looking for a DV-25. So you kind of pull out the weapon and you start shooting that first initial burst with auto fire, or is this a regular just one single shot? Oh, it looks like a single shot.
just
So
try
the
to
first
take a
one
look,
actually
yeah.
hits. It doesn't look like the bullet actually does any damage to the drone, though. It just kind of hits and bounces off of it. It seems it has a high kind of durability. And then the second shot you kind of fire out, and it definitely goes wide. But the first one was dead on. You see a big spark kind of flare out from it.
All right. Can Mars put away the Unity and whip out and draw his Mono 3?
Yeah, so I assume you pulled out both pistols, fired one from each, and then kind of just very quickly tucked them around, and then drew the sword as you're kind of... Maybe, just to make it even cooler, you jumped across with the pistols in hand, bam, bam, hit the ground, and then kind of saw that they didn't really work, sheathed them, and drew the sword off the back.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of sort of what I was shooting for, so I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, rad as hell. Riff.
Yeah, I'd like to try to look in to get into this container.
Okay, so you drop down, and once you make it there, you can see that it has a seal, like a security seal, and what appears to be a very heavy lock mechanism on it that has like an electronic key to it. If you wish to break it, you can try. It's definitely going to be a tall order. You can use pick lock if you have it, or if you'd like to try it. And you can try electronic security. The DV for electronic security is going to be lower, but obviously skill ranks in that do not come as easy.
Yeah. And I can't just shoot it off, right?
You can shoot it. Yeah, you can definitely attack it, but it's not going to... It may not work, and it may cause problems for someone who's trying to do it the more traditional method.
Gotcha.
Forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever shot a padlock before, but I have. It doesn't work like you think it does.
No,
Let's see.
you're better off like using the fucking weapon. To,
Yeah,
like,
just use the hammer to hammer it down.
Exactly.
I'll try pick lock. Might as
Okay.
well. I'm already here.
Roll it.
So
Yeah, so you kind of fumble around down there, like you kind of are positioned like on this small little ledge, like in front of it, and you're kind of like just trying to get it open with what you have. You're looking around, you're trying to find tools, you don't really have any, and you're realizing like this is going to be impossible for you to do. You kind of look at your gun, and if you'd like to try it just for flavor, you can go ahead and take a shot. I'll give it to you for free.
By the way, I just want to confirm the regular shot from the Yukimura.
Sorry, you cut out. Go ahead. The Yukimura hit, the Unity missed.
Right, but it's like 3 bullets when you fire a single shot, right?
Yeah, correct.
And a single bullet for the Unity pistol.
Just a 1, yep.
Just making sure that I'm like keeping track of
Keeping
it.
track of ammo, we love to see it. If you want to take the shot for free, Riff, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
nah, I'll leave it alone. I don't
Rem.
know if Mortician can mess with something that's shot up.
Rem.
Yep. She will keep on running. There. Beep. That's all.
Alright.
It takes her. Or it takes all of her movement just to get up there.
Well, hold on. You were starting, what, here?
Yeah.
So that's 8 squares. What's your movement?
Jumping over is double, right?
Yeah, so 10. Right? Am I crazy? What's your movement total?
6.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
can go
So I
12
can
spaces
go.
in.
You could
I
go
think
2
I can go
more.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mortician. Similarly jumping across.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One,
I'm
2.
only move 5.
You would be here with a base move.
Yep. And
And again, looking at the metal, it's heavy steel, but again, not impossible to break.
I'm not exactly built for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, what I will do is I will probably dash, sprint, run,
Run.
to try and get up with Rem and Riff.
Yeah.
And then
You should
next turn, we'll see. I'll try and do something.
Open the door next turn.
Real quick, Rem, I don't want to cheat you, so I would say that you'd be at the lip of it, because you said you were moving with a 6, and we got him up there with a 5. So yeah, go ahead and move. You're at the lip of it. I know the math's probably not accurate. It's fine. Rule of cooling it. Next up, the drones will move forward quite quickly, like with a lot of haste. And for what the smarter people would notice is they're not just using their thrusters, they're also waiting for like a gust of wind and motion to kind of cause them to appear to be going a lot faster back to the back of the vehicle than they actually are. In that moment, you would see a third drone ascend from the front of the vehicle, and this one appears to be the size of like a van, not the size of like, you know, the drones that you're looking at, which are a bit more like motorcycle size.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is bad news, everybody.
Can you hack it?
When they get into range of you, you'll notice that they appear to be tethered to that as well. Like there's a drone network that you're able to see with your virtuality, Mortician. So they appear to all be connected. The ones that zipped forward towards you immediately start blaring with auto fire at, I think it would be Mars, more than likely. Mars, go ahead and give me 2 evasion rolls.
Yes, sir. $22 and 18.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I guess that would be right. Hold on. Weird.
Okay, so I'll quickly fill this space as Morticians run up. You just hear
Drones or door! Drones or door!
He needs to know. What are you telling him?
Door.
Oh, okay. That's super weird. So for the large air drones, which are the front leading ones, the other one's a Arasaka Griffin, They don't have a character sheet. They just have a card that tells you what they have on them because they're purchasable. You can actually buy them yourself. So I'm gonna roll a d10, and I'm gonna add it to what they have noted here. Yeah, so the auto fire shot is very low. It kind of hits the ground near you, the first one, and then the second one, I think I need to roll a 9 or better to get you on that roll of 18. Yeah, they don't succeed. Just a bunch of gunfire spraying across the ground in front of Mars. It doesn't even reach you. It's just a bunch of sparks in front of you. Mars, you're up.
Mars is going to. He's not close enough. And we need to get the store open. Like, that's our top priority. It's not combat.
Yeah, but they're going to continue fucking with your crew while you're trying to open those doors. So the drones need to be dealt with.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, sorry. Top of the initiative. This would kind of zip to here.
Right. Just measuring.
Mm-hmm. My wife
Mars
just saw me
going
with
to-
the glasses.
Like, oh, that's where those went.
I've had them forever. She's like, oh, that's
So
what
Mars-
I went.
Yeah. So Mars is going to keep the Mono 3 in his left arm. He's going to pop out Bert from his right arm.
Yep.
He's going to yell, "Say hello to Bert, motherfucker!" And he's going to auto fire at the one on the right.
Go for it.
How do I do that?
So you should be able to. It should have pop-up SMG or SMG in your weapons categories. Just hit the little auto fire switch, so it's red on the right, and then hit attack.
Okay. That is a 17 with
We
9
are
damage.
at 16 meters, so we're giving you the 20 range. So that is going to be a miss with the shot. You kind of fire up at it. A couple of shots hit its side shielding, but it's mostly off to the right a little bit, and you're kind of just. You'll dump 10 rounds from that. It has a magazine of 40 in the pop-up.
All right, so Bert pops back up.
You only get one shot with the pop-up SMG on auto fire, though.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You can only shoot the one time. You don't get to shoot twice when you auto fire. Is what I was saying.
No, he was putting Bert back away.
Put back away. I thought you said it pops back up. Did I mishear him?
No, I meant to say pops back in.
Okay, pops back in. Okay.
That's what
I
I
must have
meant to say.
misheard.
My bad.
I'm having
It's all good.
audio problems. It's totally chill. If you are up,
I think
you
that was
are-
me this time, but
fair enough. What do you want to do, Riff?
Okay, so I'm useless here, so I'm gonna go try to help with the drones.
Okay, so you pop up. The diagonal jump to that canister over there will take you 3 times of the squares of movement, so it'll be a total of 6 just to get to the other side.
Okay. And then I have a question.
Yeah.
So it's within 30 meters. So, and you said these are the size of motorcycles, right?
Yeah,
So
about
realistically, we could be able to set on them.
You could set on them if you could get on top of them, yes.
Okay. So my question would be, can I grapple hand to that one?
Rule of Cool says yes. Hell yes, you can.
Awesome.
hell yeah.
You fire it, it hits onto it's like optical, and it kind of pulls it forward a little bit, and you zip and kind of land on top of it, like feet first, pressing yourself in. Your hand kind of retracts, but like stays locked on top, and then with the overture, you kind of push the barrel into the side of it. I'm assuming you're going to be shooting at it, or are you just going to ride this thing forever?
Well, I would love to shoot it, but it's an action to use the grapple hand. So
Oh, then yeah,
so I'm
fine.
just riding it right
So
now.
You kind of push the barrel into it just to kind of maintain balance as you kind of like take a position on top of it. That is
Very
raw
nice.
as hell. Okay, Rem.
She is going to once again run. Actually, yeah, no, that is gonna be the best option. Double check that again. She's gonna run right in front of Mars. And Ripper's out.
Okay. Just holding position.
Yep. The curse of being a melee character.
Mortician, you kind of look down.
Just da-da-da-da-da-da. It's Monty Python.
You look down. You can see the case. It does look like it has had something done to it by Riff, but nothing that like is too bad to it. Do you want to drop down and fuck around with the lock?
Absolutely, yeah. The revolvers are going to be used to clamp on. You're going to lower himself down towards the front
And then you
door
kind of stop
and,
with your top hands, and you're just like,
yeah,
hell yeah,
let's go.
fucking love
Looks
this.
sinister as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Let
So
us have a look now, shall we?
electronic security or
Okay.
pick lock will be functional here.
Yeah, I think we'll go electronic security because I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. So you pop the lock, throw it aside. The door kind of opens to you pretty easily, and as you kind of look inside,
Open sesame!
Hell yes.
well, callbacks. As you pop in, like your library search in like the pre kind of like, you know, tech, you obviously had it like pulled to the side, Mori Technologies logo. It kind of pops up in your frame and you're kind of looking around for it studiously. You see it pretty close to the front. It's like on top of a box and it seems to be secured down with bungee cord. You very quickly just deftly cut those and pull the box. You have the box in hand and you still have the rest of your movement. It would have taken you 3 to go down, so however much you want to go, you have 2 left.
Is there any other small boxes of interest that's man's got some spare arms and
What-
the crew is hungry?
What I will say is your action was to pick the lock. If you want to use an action in the next turn to search for something tasty to take off the top, you can. Or, if you don't want to do that, I will allow you to just randomly grab a box, and I won't tell you what's in it until later. So you can do a
Sure, why
random
not?
free draw, or you can
Nope,
do a...
we'll have a free draw.
Oh, we're playing gotcha.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
have you ever played...
Gotcha game.
This is definitely a very weird question, but have you ever played Overwatch?
I have.
Funny story. Before my name, the reason my name is Solution is because my name used to be Overwatch until a game came out, and I was like, "Fuck you! What is the solution to this problem of a company stealing my original name?"
Well, I hate to do this to you, but it looks like a loot box from Overwatch, the second box you picked up.
God damn it!
Well, now that I know that,
Damn it.
I can remove Overwatch from all references. That's a sore spot indeed.
So I'm going to grab this suspiciously looking case along with the case, and just I'll remain there for the moment.
Okay.
That'll take my moving to do all that.
Just pop out a little bit. Okay. So to the drones, the ones that are on close, the one that currently has a rip on it is going to attempt to use evasive maneuvering to remove you from it. So it just sets a combat number. That combat number is 12. You need to make a DV13 athletics check to remain on it. Or DV12 athletics check to remain on it, so 13 or better.
You got this.
Nailed it. So you kind of have the gun locked into its like side wing. You've got your hand grappled, still locked in. You haven't recast it, and you're kind of locked onto the thing. And as it kind of starts shifting around, trying to shake you from it, you're basically like riding the bull on this shit. Okay. The other one who doesn't have that problem, both barrels are kind of pointed down range at your crew. SMG fire starts deploying, and I actually realized I did put the Arasaka drone SMGs in the Griffins category. So it'll attack. The drone auto fire just kind of blazes at you, Rem, and kind of at Mars as well, and just kind of hits the ground without dealing any damage to any of you.
Alright.
The drone in the back, however, you see it deploy a very large cannon on its underside. You see a spark of blue electricity kind of flare out the side of it, and then kind of like a loud pulse sound fire out. It appears to be a variant of the EMG-86 railgun, or the Rheinmetall, and it will be firing this weapon in a moment. Hold on here. There it is.
Holding.
It is firing at Rem. You have reflex 8 or higher.
Yes, I do. I have
So
8.
you can make an evasion roll instead of taking the direct shot. And then here it is.
Max fighting. 18.
Is not higher than a 25.
19, you have a plus.
That bullet will
Shit.
hit you. Your armor value is 11 though.
I believe it is at 9 right now.
So this will actually pierce through your armor without any issue. You take 13 damage direct. So,
Okay.
Mars, as you're kind of watching the fight, the bullets are kind of hitting. You're like, oh, and then you look up and you see the charge, and then the doof, you would see a kind of white line appear through the air with these rings kind of appearing slowly throughout, like almost in kind of a towards Rem, but after the bullet has been fired kind of effect. And you see it kind of lance straight through her armor and kind of pierce out the side. It looks like she kind of takes a wound in like the hip or like kind of just above the pelvis area. And it doesn't hit and explode. It like goes right through perfectly, like needle like precise.
Fuck.
Mars, you are up, and what you're noticing is that it was moving into position to get that shot. You're pretty sure with its computing and the way that it's moving, Mars, your combat sense, it will be able to fire twice each turn after the first attempt.
Question: would I know if it tracks heat or?
Oh no! Drones have all sorts of different vision sights. So yeah, it's probably currently operating on like a magnetic resonance. So you like pinging around on the metal is actually causing it to know exactly what you look like. Have you ever played the video game Ghost Recon? And please, hopefully that is not a sore spot for anybody present.
No.
Yeah, it's basically.
Well, actually, no, I'm kidding.
It's basically like, so you know how sonar kind of works? It kind of like creates a sound that ricochets back and kind of like creates like an understanding of what's present. Similarly, magnetic resonance sends out like a magnetic pulse that goes across all things that have any kind of magnetic kind of signature and detects like the environment in a 3D kind of sculpt in that way.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's no getting around that.
No. Yeah, no.
Not without being extremely creative.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do know that this guy is within 12 meters.
That is true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That requires me to run.
You have a move of 6, or
I do.
you can move 6 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get to here.
I need to run so that I can get up close and personal to it.
Okay. So it's about 5 feet off the ground. Not outside of your melee reach, but it's definitely like a little off grounding. The other thing you would notice as you kind of get close to it is that there's this very strange feeling underneath it. It's not like keeping itself in the air by pushing like an AV will with like kind of like a vertical thrust system. Instead, it appears to be tethered to the device by some sort of magnetic lock, like a gravity lock. If you saw the Edge Runners anime, like that kind of technology that David uses to kind of press things into the ground and smash them, it is using that to kind of create a repulsor field that allows it to kind of lock onto the trawler and move it across it.
But don't get underneath it.
Don't get underneath it.
So Mars kind of does this thing where he runs past Rim, like he like shoulders past her without touching her, lets his foot slightly slip off the edge just so he can give himself a bit more kick. He leaps across the car, with his Mono 3 onto the drone.
Yep. Wrecking Ball?
Yes, sir.
Alright, go ahead and make your single attack.
I'm going to come
So-
in like a wrecking ball.
Those at home who aren't sure what's going on, he used the run action, and he has a perk that says when he takes the run action, he gets a single free attack at the end of that with a single melee weapon.
Also, focus is an action, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you just do the one. So go ahead and make the attack.
Okay, once initiative is rolled, I need to choose one hostile character that I can see. That's not considered an action. Can I do that?
You
with
didn't see
this
them at the
as well?
beginning of the initiative No, yeah, you did. They popped up, and that's when we rolled initiative. I'll say that's fine. This one's your focus.
All right, so this one is the one that I'm trackers marking.
Yep.
So I'm gonna hit it with Wrecking Ball, and the Kendachi Mono 3, and then I'm gonna roll an additional 1d6.
You're not going to do any of that because you failed.
How did I fail that?
That's
His
really...
thing doesn't have any pluses.
Yeah, that's
His-
really weird.
shit.
He doesn't have any pluses from his.
Regardless, the dice roll is
It's an exceptional.
the dice roll is a 1. It's still a fumble. Let me go ahead and go into the math here. Sorry, folks.
It is crazy.
It didn't have any of the bonuses in it. I think when it dragged and dropped, it kind of goofed. It mantis bladed, but not as bad as a mantis blade. So
Yeah.
The first time I swung a melee weapon, it did that. Then
I mean,
John fixed it, and I hit clear by accident.
I'm in your character sheet, so just be aware.
You're good, man.
Don't touch anything. I've done that before.
Okay. So obviously, I'm better at rolling attacks with mono katanas than anybody. I've been doing it since some of you weren't even born.
Apparently, yeah.
That damage though.
Oh yeah. But let's
Triple
look at.
sixes.
We're not looking at the roll. We're looking at the math. Okay. So the math
No,
is
no, I
7 for
know.
dex, 7 for skill, 1 for precision. So we're looking at a plus 15. So you're starting at a -3 on the die roll because that first die roll that you rolled, we're keeping that. Okay. So
Okay.
7 or 15 -3 would be 12, which is a miss.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a combat number of 13, or no, they have a combat number of 12. I mentioned that earlier. So that means you have to
Would
beat
my
that DV
plus
to
one
attack
to
them.
Would my plus
Oh,
one?
it would. Yes, you did pump his fighting. So okay, let's do the math
I
again.
did.
7, 7, 1, 1. So we're looking at you're succeeding the attack by 1. Okay, perfect. 11 damage. Well done. So you
Made
kind
roll
of
a demon.
you cut into it. Give me that extra D6 for the hunter's mark or
There it is. Okay.
tracker's mark because it's legally distinct.
That's an additional 1.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at a total of 12 damage. Love that. Okay,
Thanks.
it doesn't look like it's terrible.
Oh, an additional 5 as well.
For what?
Wrecking Ball.
Oh, right, for the charge swing. Got it. So we're looking at 17 total. So it looks like it's in pretty decent condition compared to, like, what you were hoping it to be. I would say that you are somewhere in the ballpark of having wounded it about a third of its structural capability. Mars
Okay.
done. Riff up.
Okay, these things don't have a head for a cold shot.
No, drones do not have like vital spots. If a vital spot that is noticeable is present on a drone, it will be mentioned upon sight if it's very noticeable. Otherwise, it'll have to be
Fine.
kind of sussed out by a net runner or a tech.
Yeah, I'm not good at either of those things, so I'll just shoot it.
Yep. I mean, there are definitely parts that look weaker, so you're not going to be just straight shooting it. But for drones, it's pretty basic math. It takes damage if the damage is over this amount.
Yep. Let's see, 18.
Okay, that'll hit
roll
point
it.
blank. Go ahead and 18 damage. Okay. So yeah, you look like you put a round straight through, and kind of you see a lot of sparking coming out of the wing you had it kind of placed in. You kind of pull the barrel out and kind of like start looking around for the next place to kind of shove it into and pull the trigger. For move, I'm going to have you just to maintain, because it's going to try and throw you off during the next turn. Let's just get it out of the way now. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll. Perfect. Rem.
We'll run up there. And we will dig our rippies into the side of that thing. Or at least try to. 22.
Yeah, that'll work. You kind of cut into the bottom of it, but your like nails don't pierce the armor. Kind of armor for the drones works a bit differently. There's like a damage threshold, and if it exceeds that, you kind of just do the damage.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
you kind of cut into it, and like you leave like little scratches across like the black lacquering paint of it, but it doesn't really do anything. Okay, Mortician, you hear a voice in your head. It seems to be from the AV, so it's kind of staticky and robotic. And it says, "Hey, Five Eyes, you got the box? Seems like you do."
Everyone would see an icon of a loot box in front, just off to the side, opening, and then confetti coming out.
Yes. I'm on my way. Just give me but a brief moment. And,
I'll see you at the front of the box. It might get to you a little bit faster than that, okay?
Front's not good at. Oh shit.
Front's not good.
gonna,
Oh shit! As you're pulling yourself up out of the...
Yeah, pull that. Seize all these drones. So that's 2, 4, 6. I'll get me to there. And man, as an action, I'm going to attempt, if possible, for the drone currently engaged with Mars and Rem. If this will work, reboot optics. I need to breach it first.
Yep. So entering into it, jacking into it is fine. The drone does have one self-ice in its net architecture. So net action number 1 is jack in. Net action 2, breach, done. Net action 3,
Breach.
upload quick hack.
Absolutely. So that's the breach, and then the quick hack, which would be the reboot optics to make it blind. It doesn't work. No, it does. It's DV6 for reboot optics.
DV6. Okay, so yeah, you see the red monocule in the front kind of just go blind, go blank, and the guns kind of like start moving around randomly. Okay. Once you've done that, you would see that the drones that's currently blind starts raw firing. I would like for Rem and Mars to both make concentration rolls. And then, Brent, I tried to shift you off and you succeeded. We're still doing that. Also, there's some gunfire that's happening over there too, but it's not working.
Can Mars just kind of like, while it's blindly firing, swing, like twist some motherfucker around so that it's like...
Not really. Yeah, unless you have a perk or something that lets you move people.
Yes, because it's firing at random.
Yeah, it's firing.
Yes.
With that concentration roll, you realize it's firing at random. It's not trying to suppress you. If you'd failed that,
Okay.
you would have been scared. The other thing, though, is that the drone on the back line is going to fire 2 Rheinmetall shots, one at Rem and one at Mortician. Now, what you realize, Mortician, is as it kind of fires the first shot, the gun turns, and you can see like the eyes kind of change coloration. It seems to detect that you have contraband. Mid shots.
Someone's in trouble.
Do you have reflexes of 8 or higher?
I do have reflexes of 8.
Go ahead and make an evasion roll. Rem, go ahead and... I'm sorry, Mars, not Rem. Mars, go ahead and make the same roll.
Evasion?
Yes.
So I'm not doing invasion.
Yeah, I can't shoot you because it would have to shoot a magnetic round through a magnetic gravity well to do that.
That's
I got
fair.
a 21.
I got to 10.
Ouch.
Okay, hold on.
Do-do-do.
Just hold out, internet. Hold out. I believe in you. I've always have. I gotta figure out what's going on. Okay. Rheinmetall shot. This one is versus Mars, and this one is versus Mortician. So first one is a 22. Does that beat your evasion roll of 20? It does. So do you have armor of 11 or higher?
I
Mark?
have a 7.
So you're going to take 18 raw damage straight through.
Damn.
No double sixes. On you, your evasion was not too high. The Rheinmetall, your armor
No.
value?
Subdermal 11.
Yeah, so you're not going to have the armor ignored. it's going to have to interact with it normally. So it will do 19. So it will be 8 damage getting through, and then your subdermal armor on the body will reduce by 1.
Okay.
After that shot, you would see the Rayfield Excalibur move very quickly compared to the slow coasting speed that it was going at, and it kind of moves up to the side and spins, and then swings around. This is the end of the initiative. It then moves very suddenly and very fastly towards you because it's not moving, but the ship underneath your feet is moving. I would like everybody to make an athletics roll to see if you can get to the ship as it's basically careening into you and knocking away the drones that it's passing by.
Can Mars actually grapple gun to it?
Yeah, absolutely. No roll needed. In.
Nice.
Could I spend some luck, please?
Can I
Yeah.
grapple gun Mortician in since I made it in with
Oh,
my
yeah.
athletics check?
If you grapple gun and grab a hold of Mortician and drag
Yeah.
Mortician. I want you
Oh,
to...
shit.
I want
would love to give you luck.
I want there to be something funny here, so I want you to roll me a D10 for funny.
Who?
I want Riff to roll me a D10 for funny.
Bet.
Go all out, Riff. Go all out.
Do
I
it.
don't
If
mind.
you roll
I
low,
don't
it'll
mind
be
being
funny. If
upside
you
down.
roll high, it'll be not funny. It'll be just cool.
4.
Okay, that is a funny. So you kind of grab a hold
Hurt me,
of
Daddy.
Mortician by the small hands, and when you pull him away, his cloak billows off into the wind and just flies off. His cloak is just gone.
Oh!
Not the
As I
veil.
reach back to grab his cloak.
It's
Looking-
gone. It's like off
Oh, yeah,
into the
gone.
bay.
Yeah.
Like you're like no.
It looks like a naked boy.
No! My sheath! My cloak!
My veil.
Ow!
My
You'll
veil.
have money to buy a new one.
You're pulled into the
I
box.
had that for...
Yeah.
Screaming. Grapple handing in. Rem, did you roll for me?
Yeah, I got a
did.
17.
Great. You're all in the box. Door closes, and the ship immediately moves forward and then drops down towards the bay. As the Crystal Dome windows kind of pop in, it's like you're in a roller coaster, and Calvin says, "Lock up quick, kids!" and then takes this ship straight across underneath the bridge that connects Night City to Morro Bay and Morro Rock.
Calvin, we never got his name.
The guy in the fucking driver's seat, and then he immediately takes that thing into the canalway and like runs you like Death Star trench out towards the Charter Hill. He gets you back to the condo that you were kind of staying up in, where you meet with Ray, and you hand over the Mori Technologies box without issue. She wires the 4,000 to you, and she says, "You can rest a little bit here, but I'd really appreciate it if you had it off on your own in your own different ways." Calvin says, "Sorry I can't give you a lift. My vehicle ain't here. But if you are interested in some work," he would give out his name, Calvin Gibson. "I am looking for some associates to maybe help me out in Dustin if you're interested." And that is where we'll end the session for tonight. Unfortunately, due to roboticisms, I'm not able to do it with the flair that I would like to, but thanks for watching those that did, and we will see you next time.